my tension on. I gotta slip it up until the rust gets gone. I got the feeler with the hot mind on. Yeah, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling. 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 Hey Norman, was it thrown with a broken arm? Hey Norman, was it thrown with a broken arm? Bottle it up, yeah, to keep it warm. Hey Norman, was it thrown with a broken arm? I know you got it, but you gotta go. I'm gonna get it to the batter so the midnight glow. I hate to do it, but I did it though. I'm gonna bat into the body, let the risk is no. I got a souped up car and what's it called? Tripping on the boom bap, bet I'm illogical. I ride the fader and I ride it low. I'm gonna slip into the field like Han Solo and I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling. I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling. I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling. And 1, 2 into the amplifier. 1, 2 into the amplifier. And you got to get 2 into the amplifier. 1, 2 into the amplifier. The electrified 2 into the amplifier. 1, 2 into the amplifier. And you got to get 2 into the amplifier. 1, 2 into the amplifier. I'm rolling, 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 I'm rolling. I'm rolling, 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 I'm rolling. I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling. I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling.
Man, what kind of drugs were those fucking cartoon people on? Holy shit.
That's an old Betty Booper, man.
Alcohol did that? Really?
No, it wasn't alcohol. It was opium, man. You know, they were in a den smoking.
Holy crap. That's a fever dream.
Oh yeah. You ever watch Bosco too, right? You ever seen any of his cartoons?
No, I've
He's
seen
he's
them.
he's Betty Boop's sidekick. He's the doggy looking guy. That's
Oh,
Bosco.
yeah.
Yeah, those cartoons are weird, dude. I mean, they were like, yeah, I think they were more advanced with their humor, let alone what's going on today. They had to have flashy technology to make people like, ooh, ah. No,
Yeah,
they
no.
thought about their stuff, man. So, how has your evening been besides a nap?
Oh, not too bad. I passed out. I listened to Saw for a while. My back was bothering me. So when Saw was on, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to lay back. So I laid in bed. I got through about 3/4 of the show. I passed out when you guys were talking about the AI stuff.
Nice.
That was the last thing I remember.
AI is there. It obviously is. And I've worked with it. I was there when they popped that stuff out. Like, they're going to make AI. And all the tech around me were like really skeptical. Like, this ain't going to work.
My friends, one of the kids I used to hang around with is he's big time all into that crap. And he was wearing those fucking goofy goggles shit for gaming and stuff and watching movies on and shit. Like, he's big time into that stuff. It's going to kill his eyes or it's going to rot his brain or something else.
Both, probably.
Yeah. I stay away from the AI stuff. I mean, I could do it. I don't think it'd be a hard thing to do some AI crap and learn it. But I don't want it.
Yeah.
Not my
On the
thing.
ground floor, it has practical application. Like what they were using it for where I was working. I was working for 3 companies doing subcontract work for telecommunication networks. And I was working for a place called Level 3. It was a smaller company. And it was subcontracted to Northern Telecom, Sprint, and AT&T. and we were doing fiber optic phone switches all over the Southwest. We'd go into a major city and we'd go into the hub and install a fiber optic switch that would control the rest of the phone switches and communications in the town. And they were going to hook the AI to that. And it was Fujitsu that was being commissioned to do it. I think they were getting like $8 billion internationally to develop this thing. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Oh, look, someone that. Come on in, Brenda. Click the link.
Oh, Brenda.
Yeah,
Good to see you,
nice.
Brenda.
I feel like such a dummy every time I see her.
Like and subscribe.
No. Hit the like, subscribe. Yeah, I hear celestial navigation only works on a pre-assumed sphere, not on a pre-assumed flat Earth. That's what I've understood.
Yeah.
Don't know pre-assume anything, but just that would be the height of ignorance, wouldn't it, D-Man? Like I'm pre-assuming my outcome before I get started.
Yeah. Let me put it to a flat surface and then wrap it around something else. Yeah,
I
that's
tell you, it's horrible, but yeah. Hey, be productive. Do something, Brenda.
so. You said Teriyaki could come out with some stuff.
Oh, he did. Yeah, I was going to show everybody. I got this video called "The Dome." Teriyaki just put out, like, I think it was 12 hours ago. It's pretty decent. And by the way, there's a link I put in the chat if it's still up there. If it didn't get erased, but it's for that debate with
Oh yeah, with the space guy.
Yeah, and the astronaut. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
It is. If I were working with NASA, you don't believe it? That's about the end of it. And you walk away.
I was on the moon. I told you I would have threw a loop into that and said, could you bring him in? And I would have had the lie detector guy come in and said,
Ding, 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 ding.
you would have seen him get his ass up and he'd have been out of that studio faster than stink on shit like all those other phonies. Every time they're confronted, even with the guy with the Bible, they won't even put their hand on a Bible and swear on a Bible that they did it. That's how bad it is.
It is.
It's like, yeah, you were told not to fucking do this shit. That's why whenever they're confronted with trying to get any proof about them doing it, well, they run real fast.
Oh, yeah, I met old me. He came into the stream, into the back stream after you guys left last time. He's a pretty cool dude. I got to talk to him for a little while.
Old me, oh my?
Oh, old mate.
Old
you
mate.
see him? He's in the chat. He's got a pineapple for. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's up, man?
He's a Nazi.
Old me, I don't know what happened to him. You remember old me?
I'm trying. It sounds familiar. I think I
may have seen him. Bob's show.
Okay, all right.
Oh, I don't know what happened.
I know who you talk about now. Yeah, I'm thinking back Discord with Nathan and the rest of
he was on Nathan, and I think he used to talk to all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's where I spent most of my time back in 2014. 2016. Yeah.
I know that he was working. I mean, I just talked to him like a year ago. I probably haven't talked to him. I haven't seen him in probably 8 or 10 months. I don't know what happened. I know he was working. He'd got a job and was doing shit, so I don't know what happened. Maybe something happened. I should probably just message him. I think his channel's still up on YouTube.
Yeah. I just want to make a recommendation for everybody. Go listen to Flash's show today. Go get a link for him.
Man, that was a banger. It was embarrassing. I felt bad for that guy.
I know.
Because he just kept putting his foot deeper and deeper and deeper, and it got to the point where he was like, all right, take care, and just get up and left.
Unthinking, man.
See ya. I mean, I don't understand why people have that mentality. I don't get it. It's like, why are you putting all this fantasy shit to something that doesn't need it?
No,
how about just get down to the point and say, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like it isn't a consensus. I don't even look at things that way. Like, you're conceding. It's just, if you're right, you're right. Just say, okay, yeah, you might have a point on that one. Maybe I'll check this out. Like, do it in that way. I don't understand why people get so defensive about it. And then they're like, oh, well, why don't you teach me? Why don't you teach me? Why don't you teach me?
Well, when I first got into it, when I first got in here, I never got a concession out of any of the side. I mean, they and I realized right away, it's like, they're not going to concede ever.
No matter what you say, because it's coming from us. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Flats just ripped him a new one. I mean, it was relentless. I felt bad at the end when he left, and I laughed because it was just embarrassing. It's like, why are you guys doing this to yourself? Why are you torturing yourself with this fantasy land shit? I don't get it. It's like, one, you're looking like an idiot. Two, you're looking like a bigger idiot because you just won't say, okay, yeah, you might have a point on this. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it why they do it to themselves. I don't understand why you would torture yourself and fucking make everybody else who believes what you believe look equally as bad at the same time. I don't even care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what those guys believe. You believe what you want. I'm never going to give anybody any shit for what you believe. That's what you believe. I don't have any problems with it. But God, that was embarrassing. I felt bad for him.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I got to hand it to even the young man, Brenda, in the audience. Actually, he broke down and told me that he does have a belief, and that's why he does this.
Oh, that's okay. I don't have a problem
Religion,
with it.
you know.
I don't have a problem with it. I mean, believe what you want. I'm not going to criticize anybody for it. It's just you have to at some point realize that this is ridiculous. You can't keep fantasizing about this stuff. It's fantasy. I really think it is. I think there's a romanticism to it that these people are latched onto that just makes them look ridiculous.
Well, think about all the sci-fi stuff they pushed in the 50s, 40s.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a romanticism to it that these people have some kind of link to this fantasy land mathematics shit. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like,
neither do I. But I mean, think about the pictures they drew of other alien worlds that we could travel to and all the adventures you would have and all the
I'll bet you 90% of Globers believe that there's aliens and that's a real thing.
Hmm?
I'll guarantee you
it. That's what I'm saying with the next agenda. And Nathan's been saying this for years, dude. They have to have that alien agenda to keep that fear porn going on people. Like there could be an alien invasion, war of the worlds.
That bullshit they're doing now. Like that bullshit they're trying to do now. Where they're trying to say, oh, we need a space force to get out there and stop all them aliens. Or the giant space dookies that are come and kill us all. Okay,
well, it's not really just a dookie. Supposedly it's got
a sentient technology. It's going to kill us all. It's from the planet Levitron.
Yeah, there's other entities coming with it. There's other objects coming with it.
I told you. What was that fucking video we played that you got stricken? The one where it was the fucking Thunder the Barbarian, where a giant meteor, a giant asteroid goes between the moon and the earth and sucks the atmosphere up.
Wow, we're all dead. Yeah, I get you.
The year is 1994. I love that.
Speaking of that, I got a strike for The Land Down Under by Scott.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I know. Well, I talked to Scott like, minute.
Not even the real recording. It's just him playing a cover song. It's so
I know, but they
stupid.
copyright the lyrics, dude. You know that. That's what they get you with. Now I wanted to play this for these guys. You ready? Yeah. You'll love this, Steve. It's not copyrighted either, soundtrack, so it's got a good music. I think he did a
real quick. Let me run through the chat. Hello, Jim Anus.
Yeah, I've been telling.
Hello, Jono. Yeah, what's up, guys? Good to see the Aussies. Aussie. Downward direction. What's up, Lev? I saw you, man. I didn't get to say hello to you. I see Lightning's here.
Uh-huh.
I think say hello to Brenda.
I don't say Brenda anymore.
Hello, Brenda. Goodbye, Brenda.
I see. Oh, yeah. She thinks that atheist morals are the same as Christian morals.
I don't know. Brenda's on her own trip.
On
her own trip, man.
Go look up. There's a debate that on Modern Day Debates that Flats had with Brenda about morals, and oh man. If you would actually say that this person is actually narcissistic, dude, that would be the only thing I could classify it, because whatever Brenda feels is good when she does it, that's the only thing she will do. Yeah. That's the way it's all about.
She doesn't see any wrong in anything. I used to know people that were like, I hung around with people that were like that, where they would just do anything they felt. They didn't think about any other people and didn't care how it would affect or even themselves. I don't think they gave a shit about anything. They would just start fights for the sake of starting fights. Yeah, I mean, literally, it didn't feel bad about them hurting people, doing stupid stuff, or screwing up other people's property, or just doing stupid stuff. And I realized real quick that this isn't going to go well for me if I keep hanging around with this person. I just kind of slipped myself to the side a little further and a little further and a little further until they weren't even thinking about me anymore. And I was like, bye-bye.
Well, yeah, since we ran off the Mike guy, he hasn't come back. He does not want to come visit us. But he still got that. Remember I told you he had that paywall on that one stream?
Yeah.
He still got that. It's still there.
I know.
There's something in that stream.
Let's blow it off.
Yeah. You know how much he wants? You know how much his paywall is?
Oh,
$54 for a membership. Holy shit! Dude. You got $54? You want to pay for a year's membership for a channel?
no.
Nah. I can pay $3.99 for Flass's membership for his channel for 6 months. No problem. Yeah. I don't have a
I
problem
might
with
just
that
I
shit.
might just do that.
Yeah.
Might just do
I've
it when
been
I get off here.
yeah, I'm like one of the top members. I've been there forever. But I mean, it's just every 6 months I just deck out $4. Like it's no big deal. It goes
Yeah,
to a good
$4
cause.
ain't shit. I mean, what is it? A fucking 65 cents.
Mhm.
Yeah, that ain't
And he's
shit.
got some decent merch too. He does sell quality stuff, just shirts and stuff. He doesn't
I
sell
like
like
flats. I don't like. Listen, man. I'm not crazy religious. I'm not saying those guys are,
I
but I'm
guess.
just not much of a religious guy.
Well,
You know, I'm
he gets into the nuance of what the Bible actually
yeah.
says.
He's
Digs into it.
really him and PJ get really deep in it, and I don't see anything bad in that. I listen
No,
to it sometimes when PJ does his Bible streams he was reading. Sometimes I just lay in bed and listen to it.
Mhm.
I don't fully understand it, but I understand parts of it. I get things from it. So I mean, I'm not much into the religion thing. Same thing with Sam. I just sometimes I can't listen to Sam. I just can't do it. It becomes
yeah.
hard to do sometimes just because I just don't understand it. You know.
You talk about Sam from
Yeah, Sam, the other guy,
yeah,
the Israeli guy.
from Flat Earth Reconnaissance. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He's really an Orthodox, pretty much Orthodox Jew. That's
yeah,
really what he is, and he follows the Talmud and the Torah's teachings to
yeah. He's a smart guy.
really.
I just sometimes I just can't listen to him. I don't know why. Just something about him.
But when it comes to when you get into that Hasidics and some of they do favor themselves when it comes down to their, especially when it comes to their practices.
Yeah,
It all has to do with the religion itself. It
yeah,
has
yeah,
nothing to do with the person, but they'll benefit from it.
yeah,
And that's the
yeah,
way the whole thing's set up.
yeah. The chosen ones.
I've never been one. I don't know what.
That's why I'm saying sometimes I just can't do it. I could
I
listen to Flats talk about it, Flats and PJ together. I could listen to them talk about anything. It doesn't matter what it is.
No, they what it boils down to is with uh, everybody. I was raised in it all my life. That it's Trinitarian. It's the Holy Spirit. It's God itself. That that's that's the redemption part.
Yeah,
But they follow a dogma to go with it. Yeah, if you go outside of what the prophets say, and you try to add to the Bible, it's a cardinal sin, dude.
yeah,
It
yeah.
really is.
I don't
And
think
so,
I ever grasped it enough. I don't know. I mean, I
well,
didn't spend a lot of time at church even when I was a Catholic. I mean, I
well,
guess I'm still a Catholic. I just don't go to Catholic church anymore.
my dad had a Thompson Chain Reference Bible and a Strong's Concordance, Young's Concordance, all the breakdown of the Chaldean, Aramaic, and Hebrew languages to
Yeah.
the root cores, and he would teach that extreme with it.
When I was going to CCD and all that stuff, the classes of CCD, because when I was a kid, my mother sent me to CCD. It was like you had to go to the church, and it was like a school in church.
Yeah.
And yeah, they messed with my friend. I'm not going to get into that, but that kind of turned me off as I got a little older. I stopped going. The local neighborhood church was one of the churches that got busted in that whole ped crap in Boston when they
Oh yeah,
went in and started arresting all the people. Yeah, that happened in my town.
yeah. I imagine
Church
so.
that I went to.
Oh, nice, even better.
Yeah. So that kind of turned me off. I was like, I don't need to go there anymore.
Yeah, almost some of the youth pastors that I grew up with in some of the off branch churches that they were a little like, yeah, don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of got
Why,
that feeling.
why are you a camp counselor? That's my
Yeah, I
question.
kind of got that feeling.
Yeah.
I ended up going to I did Boy Scouts instead, and I went and told my mom
Yeah,
I
I
wanted
went
to
through
do Boy
Scouts
Scouts.
I did 4 years, but it was a church scout camp. So
Yeah,
it was a Baptist church called Woodland Baptist Church. It's over in North Carolina in Arcloth. It's like a little mountain town. And it was my dad's scout when he was a kid. He went to the same troop, and guess what? He had the same scout leader,
oh shit,
old dude, Jim McGahat is his name.
wow,
Yeah, and he had some weird shit going on in his own life, dude. as it goes. Scout leaders are strange people sometimes.
Yeah. My scout leader was a good guy because our families knew each other, so it was no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was easy.
Well, I mean, this guy was like a staple in the family. He was like he was a deacon on the church board and everything.
Yeah, but those are the people that'll do shit.
They think they can get away with it.
Exactly.
All right, let's play this Terry Eicher thing. You'll like it. Here we go, D-Man. You ready?
Yeah.
Hold your ears. Isn't that pretty?
There's a ceiling made of whispers high above our heads, where the sun paints the morning and the moon treads soft instead. The stars are holes in a curtain, or so the wise ones say, a veil that keeps the secrets where the ancient truths stay. They never speak its name. A circle of silence hiding the flame. The dome, they guard it in the night, while we chase the horizon, blinded by its light. They spoke in tongues of granite, in times we can't recall, mapped the heavens with their chisels, their echoes in the hall. But now we build our towers and reach, but still can't find the edge of what encases the shroud that binds our minds. Do you see it when the sky turns red? Or feel it when the clouds have fled? The dome, a fortress made of air, a mystery eternal, though we search everywhere. The dome, where the hidden shadows play, the firmament above us forever keeps its sway. The dome holds its story in silence and in stone, and we, the wandering children, are left to stand alone. The dome where the hidden shadows play. The firmament above us forever keeps its sway. The dome. The dome.
That was beautiful, though. What do you think? D-Man? You think he fell asleep? Oh, there he is. No? Damn. Well, what do you guys think? I think it's pretty self-evident. Don't you think so, Phil? That ain't going to happen without a medium. I hate to tell you, dude. You need refraction to cause that to happen. Just that simple. And not atmosphere. You need something bigger. And you need containment for air pressure after that much. Just that
I
simple.
like that video.
I know. It's breathtaking, dude. It really is. Phil's in here saying he wants to see some different point. Are you seeing something else that we're not seeing? Are we looking at another video somewhere?
You're in the same place we are, Phil.
Yeah. Get used to it, man. There's only one way out, man. I'm telling you, right? What is self-evident? You didn't see that. You didn't see the sun dogs. You didn't see any of those reflections in the top of the sky. None, right? It's just bouncing off the stratus,
Yeah,
right?
They see what they want to see.
I know. And Blood Sticker is here. Oh, Lord. How's Bev doing? I want to know. Is he working on his true globe? You ever heard of the true globe theory?
No.
Oh, hell. Well, Bev's working on a true globe. He's going to map it all out for us. You never been over to Bev's Try Thinking before?
No.
No, don't.
I was asking about Nachiketa the other day, and somebody in the chat was saying that his channel's not even on YouTube anymore.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I haven't gone looking for it neither. No, I spent a lot of time
talked to Dal or Nachiketa.
I've talked to Nachiketa twice on Flat since he came over back before TFB and all this crap. What'd you put in the back? Stick something back there?
No, for end song.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I threw an end song on the end when you're ready
Nice.
to go. You said you were going to do the what was the other one you wanted to do?
I was going to do Chasing the Sun.
Yeah, good.
This Terry Eicher is just sitting right there. It's just
I haven't listened to that. I haven't listened to that song in years. It's been a long time.
it's a nice song.
Yeah, it is. Mad Season. It's not the original. It's not the it's not from an official site, so you won't get any problems. Shouldn't anyway. Half the band's dead.
Yeah.
I don't think they care.
Dude, I didn't get a strike for the Mastodon stuff that I played last time.
Surprised. That's why I say don't use official links. Use get the same song, but get it from a non-official site. If you get it from the official site, you'll get a hit every time. So
Super said there's not a spinning ball. You know, Super's coming in. Let's go get him.
Yeah, cool.
I can bet on it.
I haven't
No,
talked
it's
to Super in
Phil.
a while.
I doubt it's Phil.
I call,
No, it's JJ. Oh,
oh, see. What's
right.
up, JJ?
I'm gonna let him in, and I'll get him to click the link. I got to view it, admit him. You're not going to hear him. Hey, Justin, how you doing, sir? Mr. Johnson.
JJ.
JJ, say something, man. Talk to me. Click that link that's in the chat back here. You can get into the. You raising your hand already?
Put your hands out,
He's-
JJ.
Yeah. Good morning. You want to go on the other side because they can't hear you out there. There's a link in the private back here already for the restream.
What's up,
Good
Super?
morning. Again. Hello, can you hear me? Oh, hold on. Oh, I was muted back here. Sorry, JJ. I guess the mute buttons. Yeah, click the link over there, the studio link for restream. You see it in the sidebar? The message, like the little bubble down there next to the people. There's a link for restream out front. Okay, you got where the phone, where the hang up is, or I don't know if you see that, where you raise your hand, go right further over, you'll see like a information.
Yeah, it looks
people
like
in
a
the
little
room.
text box, like it's a little square with like lines in it.
Yeah, the group chat. I'll type in it, see if it
Yep.
pops up for you. See that studio link that's in there? Yeah, click it. Yeah, no, but there should be a link above that. See it right above it? It's not in there?
Hold on.
Okay, I'll get another one for you. Give me a second. It's obviously expired back there. What happened? Copy link. Yes.
I see it. It's the second. It says meeting tools, and then it's the box to the left that says chat with everyone.
So you got that one. You got a link?
Yeah, I
Grab
see
it.
the link in there.
Oh, no, nobody can get it back here unless they come in. It's going good. Top of the morning to you. You going to go call somebody a lad or a lass next? I get thick like a bowl of malted milk. I'm just quoting Everlast. Back in the day, Everlast. House of Pain.
Yeah,
Yep, up.
I got my name partially from that song from Everlast.
Oh, nice.
Same as it ever was. Same as it
Same
ever
as it
was.
was.
Back in black. Who's the Mac sitting on the back of the Cadillac? Well, it's the D.
Sitting in the tree. I'm on the top of the tree on a TOP.
I had a
Oh,
black
that was
caddy
DJ
in those. During when that song came out, I had a black. It was an 80, I think an 84. It was black sedan DeVille. That was sweet. It had real wire wheels. Nice car.
Yeah. Well, JJ, click that link. Come on in.
I had some
No,
big
you got to
boats.
go
in
on the other
city.
one.
Yeah.
Click on the restream link, and I'll. No, you were. I was high. There he is. JJ's here. Say hi.
JJ.
All right, I made it. Hello.
Say hi to everybody in the world out there.
Hello,
Professor-
everybody in
Professor
the world
Phil.
out there.
Yeah. Professor
Hello,
Phil's here. He wants
Professor-
to. Phil. Yeah, you know that he's
Professor Dickweed.
He's going to school us on physics. I know.
Kick rocks. we got no empathy for your ass, man.
After so long in this arena, man, you have not seen everybody's side and to see who's got more faith in something. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We
That's
see
good.
through your bullshit, Phil. And we're calling you out, man. We're calling you out.
Doesn't he teach at a community college, from what I heard? I think he does. Yeah, so that was the rumor. I think he's in Thailand, actually. Beautiful place, though. You should go over see Nick at Phuket Word. He's over
I
there.
have a friend that lives there. Lives in Chiang Mai.
Nice.
I have a friend that grew up in my hometown.
Yeah, Luke's over there, too, actually.
Yeah, Luke.
And
He's an Aussie. There's a lot of Aussies in Thailand.
Oh, yeah.
A shit ton. Aussies in New Zealand, a whole crap ton of them.
I think Phil might be an Aussie. I'm not sure. Phil, are you from Australia? No telling. Hey, Tarek. Terrence Ferrets are here.
What's up, Tarot?
Parrot
Alright.
in the house.
You want to go chasing the sun? Did you like that video, JJ? By the way,
I loved it, man. The music is mesmerizing.
Yeah, it was really
Very
good.
Yeah.
And hey, Phil, I do apologize, man. I don't, I'm not trying to be a dick, dude, but we've run short of patience, That's all.
Yeah.
And I'm
We don't need
sure
to hear the
you
other side. We know
understand.
the other side.
Yeah, we
really
already
done
know.
that.
We went up on
Record.
14. I'm coming up on what, 10 years in this mess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I just
I'm
feel
gonna
like
close.
such an asshole, sometimes, but it's like it's my defense mechanism, You got to learn to be an asshole to protect yourself. You really do.
The
If
asshole
if you can't be
defense.
an asshole, then you're called a pushover. And if you're a pushover, you're gonna get taken advantage of. Nice guys
Yeah.
finish last.
You'll be
So-
Mikey.
Hey guys, mute up on the other side. Let's mute up because we're getting an echo on this side. This
I'm
this
muted.
Slight one.
I think
Slight
it was my fault.
I got to
that
mute
was-
up on the other side. Yeah, I didn't
I
mute up
just
yet.
hung up the other one. I just noticed I had it open the whole time.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's good. You didn't know,
Damn.
but
noob.
that's the way I got it set up. I got to catch these.
JJ newbie.
Yeah. I'm
It, it freaked out RG when he came in. Like, what? This is
He
a
was
trap.
like, whoa. Yeah, he was like, whoa.
Oh. No, dude, that's there, and that's why that's why I gave him the link. But he can't stay in anyway. It's not what the
Yeah, his stuff keeps cutting off. I think it's just his phone. He's probably got an older phone, and that's probably why.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with my Apple. I got an Apple 13.
Dude, I have
But-
an Android. It doesn't cut off on any of these ones. I've been on every one of them. I was on JJ's on his. It didn't cut it off. I was on Restream. It doesn't cut off. I was on Streamlabs. It doesn't cut off.
Yeah. Well, I don't have, but my Apple does overheat. Like,
Yeah, mine does too. If I'm charging it while I'm on it, it gets crazy hot, and I know it's probably just because it's charging and taking from the battery at the same time. I have a little stand that I made and put some computer fans on the back of it. It's the only thing that keeps that thing running. If I didn't have the fans on the back, it wouldn't. It would just shut off. It would give me the warning about the temp.
oh, nice. I'm trying to get Terry up. Oh, here we are. Sorry.
So, should
Had
we
to clear my
break the
throat.
news? Should we break the news to Phil that this is actually an intervention?
Do you have JJ up all the way?
No, I got to adjust this volume. I haven't done it up here yet. Yeah.
I'm gonna double check on
There you
my
go.
end.
So we're having an intervention for Professor Phil Bell.
Yeah,
Well, he's been over talking to QE. He's talked to several.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have any tolerance, because I've seen his slimy ways.
That is
Yeah.
what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, he's got a career in it, man. You might say he's got to go with the consensus, the flow. But I mean, if somebody would stop and push back, they may say something. Not like they did with Brian Mullins. That's not the kind of pushback we want. We don't want your employer to be harassed by George Netanyahu until the time you got to fire this guy, or you quit Flat Earth, or you don't get to have a job anymore. That's a threat, dude.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they just told the line that they're given. That's why they never step out of it, because then they'll just the process is the punishment. So,
yeah. And I mean, I don't blame Brian for stepping out because he's got young kids at the time. He has a family to feed and stuff.
Yep.
When somebody can lord over your head with just a dogma and a belief to the point where you got to bend, break.
Well, then what he should do is create another what do you call it? Come out and create another account, come out with something different. But
yeah, but I mean, the pioneers back in the day, like the physicists who actually did that, like August Picard, Tesla. We gotta walk you through like several of them that actually did just. Oh, look, Mike's here. That's an obvious disguise, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care. Let them sit there.
And he dressed up like Groucho Marx. Yeah, that's comedy already.
You want me to get the other video?
Oh, I got it already. I got my Flat Out Truth. So. Oh, no, it's not in Flat Out Truth. It's in the Flat Earth Library. I got it on X right now.
I thought you weren't live tonight.
I wasn't, man. I was just bored, and nobody was on.
Lied to me.
I could not go to sleep, dude. I'm sitting here going.
I just woke up a little while ago. I took a little nap towards the end of SAWS, and I passed out for a little while. And I was like, woke up and looked at the clock, and I was like, all right, hopefully it's like 1.
Yeah, this will work off X. I
It
can
was
I can
3.
broadcast.
Yeah, late night with Ledwell.
Yeah, I've got a
Yeah.
telescope too, Phil, but and I still take angles to the sky from a flat plane.
Yep.
This is the way it works, dude. Well, we use calculus and Haversines, which are just conversions over to the same measurement.
Yeah.
And we have a grid that's set up on a globe. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Let's add 20 more steps to something that you should just have fucking easily. No, let's make it 40 times more complicated for the.
Yeah, screw
Yeah.
Achman's
Yeah.
razor.
It's true. Well,
we'll reverse engineer that shit.
Well, not just that. Kepler and Huygens were actually kind of geniuses in a way. They did reverse engineer all the planar measurements into a celestial sphere. It took a little while, yeah. But they don't tell you they measure from the center of the Earth, which they've never been to. Never. The center of their sphere. All their measurements are done.
Presupposing is that's real science, isn't it? That's how you
Oh,
do real science.
absolutely, dude. I mean, that's
how you know it's real.
That's the epitome of
definition
truth. Absolutely.
Right. We got this shit figured out, Raj.
No. They got 10 different models in the USGS that you can look at. I used to work at the USGS. Did I tell you that, JJ? I didn't work for them. I worked at their building. I got to go to see the moon rover, like the model they have in the USGS office in Flagstaff. They keep it in the front lobby for people to come in when they come in. Ooh, look, the moon rover. Ooh, touch the wheels.
Yeah, wasn't Craig just bragging over that he just got to touch it or something?
No, I've done it. I've touched it, man. I saw it every day for like a year and a half. I actually cleaned that account. Maintain that building on a daily. I've been through there. They're real low budget, dude. They don't have a lot of money they put into that building, but it's just basically a front.
That shit was made out of construction paper and cardboard. I'd imagine it's not too high budget.
I've seen homeless shelters built out of the same equipment.
Yeah, they don't have a limb there in the USGS office.
Like, what do we got? Well, we got some curtain rods and some cardboard and some sheet metal screws and some tinfoil.
Yeah, some gypsum board. We'll slap it on the side.
Yeah, we'll slap it down. Don't worry about the gas.
The cockpit had an Atari controller in it.
Yeah, made out of 2x4s.
They were bragging about how Wes and all the rest of the boys were berating Dick Wayne. You know who Dick Wayne is, right?
Dick Wayne, yeah, he was.
Yeah, he went on their show over there and had Wes, McToon, like 3 others in there, and IC Spin were all like just berating him. Like, you ever seen a satellite dish? Like the receivers behind a television station. Notice they're angled at the sky. Like, wow, amazing proof.
Yeah.
Yeah, my telescope has no electronics neither.
Yeah,
I've used
my thumb. Gee, you're dumb.
Telescopes don't prove a sphere, boys. I hate to tell you that.
Hey, if you look close enough to it, you might find Katy Perry up there.
Ooh, is she wearing makeup? She needs it nowadays.
I thought it was AI Atlas or a bird or a plane or something, but it was just Katy.
One of the things I noticed from that when he went over and opened the door, that thing was made out of canvas. You could literally see that thing moving, the door flexing like it was. I was like, oh my God, they made the door out of canvas.
I lived in a trailer park. I actually owned a trailer, a Skyline in 1958. It's better constructed than that thing. Yeah, yeah, but that's going to protect you from that vacuum of space, man.
Sure will.
And don't tell me, it's not dangerous. I brought up the 3 Chinese astronauts that are stuck in space on SOBs. I was going to share the video, but I didn't get around to it.
That's a great video.
It never ceases to amaze, man. The shenanigans these people pull on us daily.
Well, I mean, they're making money from it too.
Yeah.
So I mean, when you think about it, they're making money from the same game. The Soviets did the same thing. Matter of fact, I'll have to pull that video up because we didn't play it last time to show how absolutely ridiculous that video is.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, I like binoculars too, especially like the ones that Mikey and Harmon both have. Those are excellent binoculars. They're looking for something close and nearby as opposed to like trillions of light years, absorbing light from all over the spectrum. And
they're better for using for like taking down a deer,
Oh yeah, there you go. If you're hungry, man, you can feed yourself.
The thing is those binoculars that they have, the ones Harmon has, is even better than the ones that Mikey's got.
Yeah, he spent more on.
Yeah.
I wish they would actually get an eyepiece like we were talking about, the
Yeah.
digital one. Yeah, just start recording that shit. Dude.
Well, I mean, you could do it with the phone and just put the eyepiece over it and put the phone to the eyepiece.
Yeah, but I mean, I think you get a clearer look at it with it if you actually use a digital one.
You need a really good camera phone, though. If you use a cheap one, it's going to look like crap. I've tried to do a few things like that in the past with the eyepiece over these Tasco binoculars that I had, and it kind of worked, but it wasn't that good looking. Like it was okay for short range stuff, but long range it was funky. I didn't like it. I'm going to buy a telescope over the winter.
Nice.
So I'm going to get a nice one.
Oh, beautiful.
Today, the moon. I mean, it was crazy bright.
I didn't get to see
Crazy
it.
bright here.
It was overcast all day here, so I didn't get nothing.
Crazy bright moon today. So
yesterday it was full. I right before dusk, I went out. Man, it was right over the horizon. Like wow, it's massive, bright.
I got a good vantage point to the moon, so I could catch it for a little while. I could go to the top of there's a big huge hill behind me. I could probably go to the top of the hill where the power lines are and probably get a better vantage point.
Yeah.
Maybe over the winter I'll buy a telescope because I'm not going out there now. I'll fucking freeze my dick off.
Yeah.
It's like fucking 18 degrees out. Not even.
Oh yeah, did I put Flats's link in the chat? I don't remember.
I'm gonna subscribe to him when we get off air. I'm gonna subscribe.
I was gonna put today's show in there if anybody wants to listen to it.
That was a great show, man. I jumped in kind of late into it, but me and Flats just tore him apart. It wasn't even funny.
Why did he be? I didn't. I just asked myself, like, fathom why was
and
he?
I'm not bragging, and I'm not making fun of the guy. He legitimately thinks that, and I don't have a problem with it. But he couldn't put what we were talking about together. He couldn't put it together to see the direction we were going at all. Neither could he understand what we were talking about. Yet he wanted to school us, but he wouldn't school us.
Yeah,
So
I get it. He was
just like, I'm done.
We'll see you guys.
Yeah,
he didn't understand. He didn't understand how entropy works with dispersion. I didn't think he got that. Yes.
The funniest part was towards the end when I said, "Okay, man, thanks," and he was like, "All right, talk to you later," and just gonna laugh. He put it. That was great. Flats put his hand on his forehead, like, "Oh, this is so painful." Wow. I said he either doesn't get it or he just don't want to admit that he gets it. That's it.
Yeah, it's usually the first reaction.
Yeah, he just ran. He was just the first opportunity to run. He was like, "See, I'm out."
So, see, Lightning saying that basically Harmons are basically telescopes. I thought they were binoculars.
They are, they're binocular style, but they're like those crazy coated ones that are all coated on the side. They have a special lens on it. They're really expensive. They're like $1,200. Crazy thing.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing, what Mikey's doing, he's getting like an instant, like a basic photograph of what appears to be a firmament, like really, and actually in all reality, I would actually believe that it is one. But what Harmon's doing is getting longer exposures with those things. He gets a clear shot at the motions of what's going on up there, and But I mean, what Mikey's trying to do is get a picture of the roof. Really, you boil it all down. And whatever those trolls are trying to do to him over there,
Whatever happened to like proving the ground that we were?
Yeah, well, the ground's already proven, dude. We don't have to prove it.
Yeah,
It's a fact.
I feel you there.
Yeah.
Once you get into the physical parts of it, JJ, none of the stuff on the ground does anything that they say they do. There's no way that they can prove it does anything that they say that it does, or the shape, or how you travel over it, or the orientation of your body, or flying over the top of it. I mean, we see way too far, way too far. We watched a video the other day, 700-mile observation from 3,000 feet. Shouldn't even happen. Should have been 50 miles in between and a hump, to see a mountain.
You mean to tell me that all your God-given senses were right the whole time?
Yeah, absolutely.
Get out of here.
I mean,
By the way, JJ,
what a concept.
That video about God testing us, that was nice. I like that.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Oh yeah, short. Yeah.
You were one of the busiest man in the flat Earth arena, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We should be getting a lot more views on those videos too.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just learning that, man. I'm like so new to this. It's like, it's
Well, I'm sharing all your stuff on X and on Facebook.
I see
Yeah,
that. I
yeah,
appreciate that.
no
I'm
problem, dude.
trying to, I spend a lot of time finding good stuff. I don't want to just drop
It's
anything.
hard to keep up with you though, JJ. I can't get all of them.
Well, I'll slow down because
Yeah.
right now I just kind of went through a surge because I got a bunch of shit already gathered. So I'm running
We
out of the shit I already had.
JJ, take a link to your channel. Throw a link on the side chat for everybody. Everybody here, JJ is pumping out great videos. If you can go on there and give a like, it shows some love to JJ. He's pumping out a lot of good videos. Check them out.
I like the one with the cathedrals too. That was decent.
Yeah, they were all good videos. I watched them all today.
I'm trying to keep up with you, JJ. Trying to keep up, but I can't.
Yeah,
I've
it's
only
funny.
produced like 2 videos.
I get mostly good compliments, but then I'm kind of a sucker. I try to please everybody. You're not going to please everybody,
No, you're not.
You just got to
No,
come to that
put up what you
conclusion.
want to put out, man.
Exactly.
That's
I
at the
found myself
moment.
apologizing because of one guy. It's like,
Yeah.
he's bitching because he's getting it's ruining his feed. Like everything that comes up on his YouTube now is me, 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 me. And I'm like, well, you could probably like undo the alert or like not recommend this channel, but he told me he had to unsub for me. I was like, whatever, man.
It's okay.
Oh, poor him.
Whatever.
You can't please everybody, man.
No.
That's
Try.
Yeah.
Are you ready to go to Seoul to Paris? You ready for it?
Absolutely, one of my favorite videos.
Oh yeah, this is pretty. And Terry just pointing out what he's seeing here. That's all. Ain't nothing special about it. No magic involved. No,
Nope,
no.
just showing you what it's doing.
There you are. And by the way, "Chasing the Sun" by Terry Eicher. Maybe I should go over to the Flat Earth Library. What do you think?
What after this?
Yeah, no, I mean like to get this wider. The video's on there.
Yeah, I'll get it for you. Hold on.
I thought it would be bigger than that when I opened up the widescreen, but it's still like a letterbox. I think it's made for mobile stuff. Looks like X is mostly people on their phones, anyways, isn't it? Think
it's
about it.
3.9 format or whatever for phones and TikTok.
Now, in 2 minutes, and I can learn everything. Watch.
Well, yeah, you do get a lot of views on the shorts, because people just scroll through them.
Yeah, and if they don't get to them in time, they get to hear it again.
I'm having a hard time, like, even figuring out how to even make them. Like, it's almost like designed for you to do it off your phone more than a PC. Like, the options are different. Because, like, it's supposed to, like, if you just go to your own video, like, where it shows, like, share or whatever down here at where the thumbs up is, there'll be, like, either you can cut it or you can remix it is the one that's off the phone app. But I don't like using the phone for anything, so I'm having trouble trying to figure out even how to make them.
Yeah,
I think I'm subbed to the Flat Earth Library too, aren't I?
The majority. I already put it in there. It's on private chat on Restream. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I forgot.
Me too.
I was talking about making shorts or whatever.
Oh yeah. I was just going to say that the majority of people are on phones or tablets now. The majority of people. It used to be the opposite, where everybody was on laptops and home computers, and those days are over.
Well, thank God for the space race. We wouldn't have all this technology. Oh, wait a minute. But you go back and watch the Neil, not the Neil Armstrong, but the last interview with Bart Sabrell, and that wasn't a debate.
We've lost the technology. Okay, we can't go there anymore.
Although we have 10 times the technology we have now.
Yeah, we sure don't have the technology, the equivalent to a 20-year-old calculator.
No, definitely not. No.
All these supercomputers we have in our hands.
The future's the past, my
yeah. Yeah, my phone has more cores and more memory than my PC does. It's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Phil's out here bragging about equatorial mount. You have to level those mounts, right? And they follow a level plane. And the
Phil,
things.
Your credibility shot, right? You think you live on a spinning ball of water, hurling and tilting and wobbling, chasing the sun at 6,000 miles an hour. You have no credibility, bro. That's the problem.
We should do a video on the Sphere Lander one day, just for him.
Well,
I say
put that out.
Let's make credibility great again. You know, we need to get back to that.
Maca. Maca.
Yeah, make credibility great again. Huh?
There you go. Well, what was it?
Dying art, man.
Maca.
Some of the boys are super critics of MAGA or whatever it is. What's the Trump's acronym for "Make America Great Again" thing? MAGA, whatever.
It's MAGA.
Yeah.
It's
MAGA.
MAGA. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it went straight from MAGA to MEGA.
Yeah. AJ's changing it though.
We're bringing it back.
Well, apparently even MAGA is satanic somewhere or another.
It's
It might
MAGA
be.
now.
Affiliated, but it is.
It must make Israel great again. You don't forget it, man.
All right.
Israel.
Yeah. You got the link?
Yeah, I got it. I can put it up now.
That's the full size version one.
Yeah, I like that. This is better viewing quality. Yeah.
Flat Earth Library and Sun is Local on
I forgot.
BitChute.com is another real good website. If you if you go on BitChute and just type Sun is Local, a ton of videos.
Yeah. And we can measure the sun local, but you can't measure all the effects that happen between here and the sunlight. There's a lot of stuff that goes on between where it is and where we are.
I sent that guy who does all those French videos and told him to do American videos because a lot of people are checking out his channel. So he hit me back and said he'll do so. So he's gonna do ones with American stuff on it too. Yeah. So he does French and another language too, and I forget what the other one is. I don't know if it's Russian or he does it in another language too. That's like Cyrillic looking. Yeah. But I don't think it's Cyrillic. It's some kind of a Greek.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to tell Phil he should go over and look at space audits and Stillman's observations and get back to me about the sunset later. I think he did a great job pulling that data up, though, didn't he? Remember he did a whole show with Shane and Alan?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Shane did a debate with Jaron.
Yeah, I saw it. You brought some of it over, didn't you? Remember where he tried to show how he was talking about the moon or the sun. I can't remember which one.
Sunset. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Didn't you fucking say you didn't see the sunset?
Oh, no. That was a Freudian slip. I mean,
yeah, I should go and see the sunset. Thanks, Jaron. Yes, I saw it the whole time you were there, right here.
Yeah.
Almost in Canada.
Yeah. When they had Dick over on the Drunk to Bunk show, they're quoting TFE like it's a proven fact. Like TFE was it put the nail in the coffin for the flat Earth. Yeah, sure it did. We're going to do a week. Me and JJ, he wants to do a week on the TFE. So we're going to do JJ Appreciation Week, and we're going to call it
JJ Appreciation Week. Yes, Man of the Week. I'll have a song. I'll have to pull up a little thing that you can play.
We can do Cantarctica again.
I'll have the guy on the big kettle drums and your host.
Yeah, JJ. I wanted to call it the Miracle on Ice because Duffy said those days were a miracle.
Miracle on Ice.
Made by God, he did that whole window for them to do that video.
Some women in pink tutus going to come out on skates like it's some kind of freak show. I told you, I gave them advice. I said, you guys should come out with a bunch of movies. You should come out with like 10 movies. Have the TFE,
Antarctica.
Have the TFE, then have the return of the TFE, then have the daughter, the son of TFE.
Well, it's the final everything with that guy.
Just come out like movies, like movie titles. That's what that would be something that would be funny to do, is to review it and review it as like a horror movie.
Well,
come out.
Think about the rotation
of the TFE.
Let's add the rotation of the Earth into the equation, right? Think about this. Now, if you're at the North Pole and you roll an object away from the North Pole, would it actually go straight from the north, or would it actually turn as it left?
Well, I mean, we'd have to sit here and figure out 4 angles, because obviously it tilts and it turns and it rolls this way and it does all this extra crap.
But I mean, just with the rotation in itself, it would actually make it a hard turn, wouldn't it? It would have to. If it's a free moving object, you roll across. I mean, you could even scale it to size.
I can pull that other one up. Let's watch this one, and I'll pull up the other one where the guy has got the 3D simulation that shows you exactly what you would see. You would actually see the shadow from the friggin' Earth itself every day before the sun came up,
Oh
as
yes,
the sun hit the horizon.
you're talking about Chet.
Yeah, and that video was great because he does a 3D model and shows you exactly how it would look, exactly how the shadow would pull up of the Earth itself. The
Yeah,
curve itself would create a shadow in the sky before you see the sun, and it doesn't do
Right.
that.
On the
Doesn't do
clouds,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Underneath,
and you
yeah.
would literally see it pull up, and you don't see that either. There's a lot of stuff to it, which is
yeah,
what the other guy that Soft had on when he showed the difference between rising from a flat surface and rising from a curved surface and how it's simulated to look. And he actually said to Saw, had the balls to say to Saw that it was stupid. And it's
wow,
like, wait a minute, hold on here. This is what it would do. This is how you would see it. It's modeled to your eye. You would understand that this is what it is. And he had no grasp to it. I don't think his mind, his little pea brain, Tandy could put that thing together in his head, and I think that was the problem. I don't think that if he understood it, I don't think he would be shit, but I don't think he was going to understand it, even if he did, or admit that he understood it, because then it would, what we were talking about at the point would make sense and he would correct himself. So I think that's why it got him to a point where he saw it and said, oh shit. That was like, dude, why, man?
he
Why?
caught it. He caught it in the first time he saw
Why
it.
lie to yourself? Why lie to everybody else? What is the point?
I don't get it. No.
I don't get it. I don't understand why you would want to.
Well,
Cognitive dissonance,
Paul Chet
maybe?
did a 3-hour documentary on flat Earth. I actually have it in another hard drive. I'll see if I can salvage it up, and we'll do it one day. He goes into great detail with frequencies, lights, and everything else. He explains the physics of sound and light. It's pretty cool, and it's all at a frequency, anyways. And you know that, but
Yeah.
that's what they don't like that spiritual aspect on the atheist side.
No.
Oh well, let's play this thing.
All right.
Yeah. If I can get to it. Oh yeah, it's on my YouTube. Explain this, Phil.
Hey, the Earth took 24 hours to go around.
Yeah, it's real slow. Yeah, and we can we detect that motion, Phil?
It's 15 degrees an hour. I'm preaching to a choir, Phil.
Yeah, our observations that we see the luminaries move.
Yeah.
They do it every day.
Watch the clock hand for 24 hours. Yeah, it's called the sky clock.
Okay, I'm going to stop this for just a minute. I want you guys to notice something here. Notice the hot spot of the sun right on top of the clouds underneath
Profound.
the sun there. And then you notice over here towards the right how dark these clouds look. And over here to the left how dark the
I
clouds.
got one thing to say. He sounds like Professor Dave. He said the exact same. They had the same rhetoric, dude. See, this is how fast the Earth is rotating. The hands of the clock. Sorry, Phil. That'd say that.
Clouds look, there's no sunlight hardly on those at all, but right underneath the sun you see what you call a hot spot, and that right there alone proves that the sun is very close and local right above the clouds. I'm going to demonstrate for you right here. Now notice I have a light bulb, which is round, which represents our sun source, and we have a flat mattress, which represents our flat layer of clouds. Now watch as I get the so-called sun down here at the edge by the horizon. Now you see that hot spot right underneath the light bulb? You can only get that hot spot when the light source is very close and local. Now notice the darkness on each side of the bed, just as you did on the blanket of clouds. It's really, really simple to prove. Notice right here, you see the hot spot underneath the light bulb? When I raise it up high, it lights up the whole bed. We put it back down low to the bed mattress, we get a hot spot. And we raise it back up, it lights up the whole bed mattress. Anyways, let's continue on with the video. Just keep that in mind as you're watching the sun.
How high is that altitude again? Wow.
need a bigger
Now, I
light.
want you to pay attention to these couple stars right here to the right of the screen. And remembering that the sun is supposed to be traveling in a straight line through the universe at 600.
JJ, you say something?
I said you need a bigger light bulb.
Oh yeah, you do.
That's the Glober's excuse. You know, if you're going to go 90 million miles, you better get a bigger light bulb.
That
sun's great.
height, 12,000 meters.
Yeah.
That's 39,370 feet.
Hmm.
So almost a 40K. And I don't think I think that's a fast plane too. I don't think that's some slow.
No, it's definitely not. It's
Yeah.
going 500 plus at least.
Yeah, that's like it's got to be like a one of those, fancy airliner ones. It's not like a passenger one. I think it's
Right.
like a private big one.
Yeah.
Well, anybody to claim to know for sure, Professor Phil, where the sun is fallacious. That's what we try not to be, is fallacious. Unlike you Globers, we try to use that science stuff. But
Phil, watch this video. That's what
yeah,
the sun is doing.
it's obviously local, because if you can see it with your naked eye, you're a
Small
human
and it's
being.
local.
You can't see anything with a human eye unless it's local. It's that
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah,
Keep it
watch
simple,
the video.
stupid.
Pay attention.
Occam's razor.
That's not 93 million miles
Yeah,
away.
you know what
Okay.
crepuscular means? That means that you can triangulate it to a local point up there, Phil. My bad.
Terry does another good video on how the noble gases are excited by the sun itself.
Yeah, because it's heat.
It's a great video. Yeah. But he doesn't know what he's talking about, and the same with the Paul Klett, the guy who did the other video. Yeah, and he explains this stuff too, and they demonstrate it with the gases themselves when they heat them up. But
And
I'd
we
like to see a
also don't,
demonstration of a giant ball of was it helium and nitrogen collapsing in
right?
on itself?
That's one thing we're not claiming to know, that it's some physical body that's, a burning ball of gas. We're not claiming that. It's a
No.
positive claim that you'd have to burden to prove, and you can't do it. So therefore, your argument's moot.
It's inside where we are. It's in the same environment. It's in the
It's
same
obviously
container
local.
we are.
I mean, it's very simple. If you can see it with your naked eye, it has to be somewhat local. It does it not? Are you superhuman all of a sudden?
No, yeah.
Light travels forever
It
all
does.
of a sudden? Like
It does.
universe
Yeah,
square
the
law of
inverse
light
square
doesn't
law would
apply
kill
anymore.
that. It
As
would
soon
kill
as
that
you
thing
mention
quick.
the magic vacuum of space, everything goes out the window, and now you can just cherry pick whatever laws of physics you want now. Whatever.
There's
No big deal.
even JJ. There's people in their arena they even shun because they said that they think that each one of these stars in the so-called galaxies are a filament and they're connected. And they actually took their observations and they point this out. They made videos about it. They've done documentaries on it. And guess what happens to them? They get booted. They don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They don't get any more. They don't lose their jobs necessarily, but they get shunned by
777.
everybody. Yeah.
Thank you, Fake Wise. I was gonna say it's not a normal plane.
No.
Nobody knows exactly where that sun is. It appears to me that it's an optical thing, just like your horizon or anything else. That you can't get to it, you can't touch it, you can't
Yeah,
test
it's a
it.
non-physical thing.
Yeah, but
it's
here's
optical.
the question, JJ. Would you want to touch it? I'm
Well,
gonna
hell
ask you
no.
that question.
But we don't know if it's under the firmament, in the firmament, but we
Yeah.
know it's local. It's obviously not 90 million miles.
No.
No, the moon's not 243,000 miles away.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I can see that with my naked eye on the
Yeah,
regular.
I mean, here's a plane right behind it.
And that's when your credibility goes to shit, when you start claiming nonsense, dude.
I love how
Very-
it starts going right,
Yeah.
and the guy has to correct the camera because it's going right. It's doing its circuit that everybody knows it does. That's the thing
Yeah.
that I like.
Well, they always like to lean back on that moon landing thing. Well, that's credible. Okay, sorry. They actually know the distance to the moon because they landed on it. Sure. We lost all that telemetry data and stuff. They put it in a warehouse somewhere, and it got misplaced. We had to record over some of it because we had to use it for other missions.
It was thrown away from that guy's machines that he had in the basement that all the tapes were wrecked.
Why is nobody calling out the obvious and blaming India for stealing it, because they went
Oh yeah,
to the moon?
they went. Yeah.
So why aren't we blaming them for stealing the telemetry data?
Yeah, but if they have all that new technology to scrub oxygen out of nothing. Uh, why didn't India send somebody up there when they went? I
because
mean,
they didn't
if they
go
did it,
anyway.
yeah, okay.
I mean, it's just they just didn't go.
The 8-bit graphics didn't allow for it.
There's no room in the 8 bigs for anybody to ride. Sorry.
And geez,
All right, let's play this thing.
600,000 something miles per hour. Now watch to the right as these stars zoom past us, okay? Remembering that the sun is traveling in a straight line through the universe, supposedly. We just left those stars behind, right? We're traveling in a straight line, which means we shouldn't be turning around and coming back there if we're following.
JJ didn't say it's not a physical thing, Phil. He's saying he doesn't know if it's a physical thing or not.
Yeah. The first
Yeah.
thing, hey, any wise man is the first thing they're going to tell you is that we don't know shit. You know, they're going to be honest, intellectually honest. Take a note, Phil. Just take notes.
Yeah, this is the second wave of trolls, by the way. That they're predicting that we're going to get the telescope crew in, the binocular crew in, and then we're going to get the P1000 crew in. They're all going to come in here and argue about stuff. But I'm ready for it. You know, it's annoying, but yeah. If you guys just can't say that you don't know the physicality of something, and putting a prism to sunlight doesn't determine what it is. You can do the same with any light to get the same result.
And I think that you're being dishonest, Phil, by implying that you're new to this conversation with us. Like we've been having the same conversation for 5-10 years, brother. And it's like you're gonna go tomorrow. You'll go over the same questions. It's like you don't get tired of spinning your wheels either. I think we do.
No, he
I
wants
just
to
don't get
educate
it.
us, but he
Well,
won't come in and educate us.
well, when are you gonna bring the proof that we're asking? You know, like physical curvature proof or
That's one.
anything that yeah. Just when are you gonna
Flight in a vacuum. That'd be a good place to
disprove
start.
laws of physics, the physics of water, and the square law, of light.
Well, I tell you what, they could loan us some of our profession. What's wrong with our profession? Why don't we go to the moon? There's a question for you. Why are we still here? Yeah.
how many miles did they go in that canal with the one with the ship going through the canal? What is it, 100+ miles?
Yeah.
Is that Bedford or
No, it was the
The
other
Bed-
one with the container
Suez?
ship.
The
Suez,
Suez Canal.
yeah. It's the 100 miles. I think it's
109 miles? Yeah.
it's crazy, and there's no
Yeah.
there's
That's one
nothing.
continuous body. It has no locks.
Yeah.
It's perfectly
I mean,
level.
I can't claim what the sun is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the moon is. But I mean, I don't think it's a physical thing. I don't know what it is.
And he understands just as well as we understand because he's not new here either.
No.
It's just that's why
I don't
it's
know
more
what it is.
trolly than anything because
Some people
Yeah,
say
that's
it's a
why I said trolls are
plasma.
here.
he knows that we think we live in an electromagnetic field where everything is electric by nature, and obviously these are focal points of energy, right? The sun and the moon have to be according to I don't know, electrostatics and electromagnetism, right? If we live in a toroid and everything is frequency and energy, right? Resonance and
Yeah. Well, if you think
harmonics.
about it, if it's a large toroid like that, a huge one, you're not going to be able to determine how big it is. And get any real measurements from the electrostatics that are going on that high up. There's no way.
Yeah, it's a mystery, man.
Yeah, I'm not claiming.
Just being
I'm not
honest.
claiming to know. I'm
Right.
just simply
I
saying
got
that I don't think
theories.
it's
Don't get me
physical.
wrong. I do.
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
theories.
That's all scripted by design too, because we're literally put in a position where we don't know. Like, who knows if our answers already knew because they were pretty fucking brilliant. Apparently,
Yeah.
they documented all the
All I
celestial,
know is that shit just didn't happen on its own.
cosmology.
Nope.
Yeah, but they dumbed us down, by design, and we're just.
I just want to ask them one question. Why do you keep changing your theories about the Big Bang? For one, I don't know. I don't get it. They're saying that there's no singularity now. I've heard it said in a few papers they're putting out, like they think the singularity happened everywhere. They can't pinpoint a singularity with their model. Is the universe still expanding, supposedly, or is it contracting?
How would it ever stop?
I don't know, dude.
blue
Yeah,
ship.
it had to run into something somewhere, wouldn't it? It has to be.
Well, it'd be like pinball.
The entire heliocentric model is nonsense, dude. Like it's so
Nothing would
bad.
stop. Everything would just keep going. It wouldn't.
We
Nothing would
wouldn't see
stop.
the same constellations wouldn't exist.
Yeah, you wouldn't see the same shit continuously if it was going further and further away for as long for 7 generations. You wouldn't even see it at the same light intensity at the distance. It would be changing always. So you wouldn't see the same things in the same way. The power of the light would change because it's going further away. Now you're just
Right. No parallax. There's no
yeah.
trails from us hurling at Mach speeds
I
past
mean, these are just
everything.
observations that anybody could see.
Yeah.
And if you put thought to it in that environment, that there is no medium, things in motion are not going to stop. It's going to keep
God,
going.
he's going about longitudes now. Yeah, you have your own. They're done on a flat Cartesian grid, by the way, but you can
Yeah.
make mock up any grid.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you got
when
to do is
I
time luminaries and set up.
when I have travel plans, the first thing I grab is a globe.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I do.
absolutely.
I
Don't
sit with
don't
a
use a
globe
map, dude.
when
Do
I
not.
drive across the country. I just put a globe on my lap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling
Yeah,
it
don't use
And,
works.
the map.
and by the way, atlases aren't exclusive to the globe neither,
I
but
traveled.
I think it is.
I traveled all the way from Alabama all the way to Canada on a Rand McNally map that was probably 20 years old before I got it. Got it out of the underseat of another car, and it was probably already 15 or 20 years old when I got it in the 90s. And I was still using it, when I moved up here in the 2002, 2003. So I mean, you think about it, it's like holy shit, I'm using a map from that far. And it was approximated, all the distances were approximated. So when you would travel, it would give you the points, and you could basically write them down on a piece of paper and then just go to your odometer and zero your odometer from a set point, and then you could just go through resetting the odometer, take your right hand turn, reset the odometer, go 1.5, take your next turn, reset the odometer. That's all you would do. I drove all the
Yeah.
way from Canada to fucking Alabama
Jeez.
using
Oh,
approximations in the
It took me a
odometer
long
on the car.
time, a lot
yeah,
of traveling
nice.
before I realized how to actually use maps properly, where you can see where every mile marker is and everything on
Yeah.
them damn things. Like,
How do you think the truckers get around
yeah,
when
Oh yeah.
they? Yeah. How do you think the truckers get around? They know them
Oh,
all how to use the mile markers.
D man, would you put something else in the back too? Wanna-
that was
Oh,
me. That was the
hey JJ.
video of that homeschool shit that we were gonna do the other
Okay.
night. It's like 4
Oh yeah, we
minutes.
should do that. But I
You could
wasn't
play it or
planning on
not.
doing this.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
It's
I
up
tell
to
you
you.
what, we'll do that on your break-in week. JJ
Right on.
Appreciation Week. There you
JJ
go.
Hey,
Week.
hey, I got a recommendation for Phil. Maybe he should go to my channel and watch some of those videos because
Yeah.
there's some good shit in there, dude.
Like
Yeah.
and subscribe, Phil.
Yeah,
He's trying. He's going about the Southern Cross being upside down again. Oh,
oh boy.
oh God.
Does the professor not know like basic perspectives? All of a sudden, you're gonna hand
Yeah.
dismiss basic perspectives and act like shit doesn't disappear from the bottom up, or
Yeah.
shit can be inverted. It's the same old shit,
It's the
kid.
curve, JJ. You got it all wrong, and it's gravity.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't know what you're
Yeah, you're
talking
standing.
about.
My bad. You're standing upside down over there. I know.
It's the curve.
No
That's
no
why.
such thing as up or down, but
I got a song for that, up and down. I don't know if you could
Okay.
play it
So
though.
I want to ask him a quick question. At what latitude or longitude does the Southern Cross turn upside down if it's not right side up to begin with?
well, just once again, they love their cherry picking, right? And it's really embarrassing. I would be embarrassed if I was them because once
Yeah.
we learn what fallacies are, they're done because you cannot defend what they defend without being fallacious. And if you are fallacious, your argument is completely freaking
That's why
moot.
he's doing it.
It means
Yeah.
nothing. Okay. So how many times do they get caught with their proofs, air quote? And then
Yeah.
the proof is garbage, dude. Why do you even call it proof in the first place if it's freaking garbage, right? And we all know if you go out to your sidewalk, look at a car coming from your right, and it's coming right to left. You cross the street, look at the same car, it's coming from your left to right now. And it would be no different if you're in the south and you're looking
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
Everything's
like
gonna
that's what I'm saying. It's the
it's
direction you're
just
looking at the Southern Cross from. That's why
but
it looks upside
they're
down.
gonna
Yeah,
take those variables off the table and act like, it only works on a globe type of bullshit.
of course it
We're
does.
tired of your fallacies. If you weren't so fallacious, then you wouldn't be so cringeworthy, right?
Well, they got a paper mache model they got to defend, and it's not really a model. It's just a a hijacking of a lot of ancient stuff to fit a smaller globe. I think
Yeah,
it's a lot bigger than what they say it is, and I'm just telling you right now.
yeah. I
There's
would
no doubt
say.
about it. All right, I gotta go. I'm gonna play this video right quick, but I'll be right back
All
afterwards.
right.
We'll have Bill Bell and have him come
Following the
demonstrate
sun,
Southern
okay?
Cross one day.
Now, pretending we're on a ball. I'm saying pretending we're on a ball. But yet, you'll see those same stars again tomorrow. But we traveling in a straight path according to this sun that we're following. No, you're not. You following the sun over some flat clouds on a flat earth. Now remember, on a flat earth, we're following the sun west, so that means it should always be turning just a little bit to the right of you as you're flying behind it, chasing it. That is why you keep seeing this cameraman turn the camera to the right. See, he's flying according to the compass, but the sun is making a circuit. That's why you keep seeing it go to the right, and he has to adjust the camera and the aircraft to the right. Now, if you were flying east, like we're going to do in the next chapter, you would constantly be turning the camera to the left. And look at that beautiful hot spot right over the top of those clouds. The horizon is the same all the way across. If the sun were 93 million miles out in space, all these clouds would have the same amount of light on them, but they don't. It only lights up the clouds that's right underneath it, and you can see it right there. Welcome to part 2 of chasing the sun around the flat earth. Now, as you can remember, in part 1, I showed you a 777 flying from Seoul to Paris going west, which would be chasing the sun on a flat earth. Now, in part 2, I'm going to be showing you a flight going east from Paris to Tokyo. Now, if you're flying east...
So, quick question for Phil, right quick. The Southern Cross, if it's actually rotating around Sigma Centauris in the southern part of our dome, you might say, why would we expect it not to?
Right, it's just like the moon, right? Depending on the observer, it's going to look like it's upside down, depending on where you're at.
Yeah, and what latitude and longitude you are to where its actual location
Yeah,
is.
it's all observer perspectives. What a concept.
Yeah,
Elementary,
but
my boy, dear Watson.
yeah, well, I know what they're doing with this. They look at it from the outside, like they're outside of like the giant sphere, and they're looking at the sphere. But I mean, if you think about it, you wouldn't have counterclockwise rotation, and that's if the Earth is only spinning in one direction, right?
Yeah.
Is the Earth only spinning in one direction? Am I mistaken?
No, and to
It
be
goes
honest,
east to west.
it's actually obfuscation, dude, because they're trying to prove that you live on a damn ball, first of all. So let's get to the ground and talk about the damn ground, for crying out
We got
loud.
that.
If you
Yeah,
want to
but
prove we live on a globe, then you
yeah.
need to stick with the floor.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Well, I
guess
mean,
what?
the floor would actually act a certain way too, right?
They've already redefined what level means. So they're claiming that
yippee. I think I'm buying
the
that. No,
physics of
I'm not.
water is wrong. The water doesn't lay flat and horizontal. What does the word horizontal not mean? Horizon not mean horizontal? Like
Yeah.
it just is a shenanigans, man. Dealing with
You
these
would never
people.
have any still water on their model, anyways. I don't know what you're talking about, but there's plenty of still lakes.
Oh, gravity, dude, gravity.
You mean the weight, the weight of things?
Hey,
Okay,
you don't
I
know,
got you.
man. Gravity.
Gravity. Okay, so I mean, like the centrifugal forces and the centrifugal forces that actually would act upon that is canceled out by gravity, is what you're telling me?
Apparently, it has to be because it would all accumulate at the equator, and you wouldn't have no landmass at the equator. It would all be
Speeds
underwater
up.
there.
The air would speed up also.
Oh yeah.
So
Well,
travel in the south would be insane.
yeah.
And it's funny how they
If-
never show planes flying sideways or cruise ships
Oh, no.
upside
Well,
down,
No, they don't.
or any
Well, you
satellites
don't-
or any.
Would they say it's
Oh, we-
1,000 miles an hour?
It's gravity. There you go. I get one more time. That's the big
Practically.
magic word. Yeah, but I mean, if little g was a thing and big G, little if everything was according to Newton's law of gravitation, everything that had mass has an attraction to it, right? I mean, every little thing. That was a broad statement, a stroke with a pen that he did. Everything works at a gravitational level on a micro, but it doesn't, does it?
Right.
Are smaller things in mediums attracted to each other? Like I say, if I put a rock, but I mean, they'll tell you that the Earth's supposed gravity itself would actually cancel the little g out, right? So we can't do that here. We got to go to
Everything
space.
is presupposing and fallacious. That's all they have is fallacies, right? Once you learn it, they're screwed because
It's going nowhere.
Oh yeah,
they
Phil,
got nothing, man.
Just
did you
plain
see
same
the?
guy.
What?
Hold on, I want to ask Phil a question right quick. Did you see the Chinese space station video with the ping pong ball?
Supposedly a ping pong ball.
Oh yeah, you should go. We'll just play that after this, just for that.
What about Walter Lewin and him? The MIT professor talking about it's all electric forces. They're way
Yeah.
more powerful than gravity. And
Coming up
what
on
about
an hour
that?
and
What,
30.
what about that, Phil?
Yeah, I don't care, dude. I'm already in this now. Why not?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Damn it.
I'll come at you like a spider monkey. I'll stick you in the back of the head.
Captain Do.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm dropping that MIT professor link as well. It's a real short. It's a shorty.
Hey, Mike Van Dyke's here. Oh, Phil, you could bring us like star charts, which I have a book on it right here. I can explain where they all are and stuff. But all your measurements are taken during the vernal equinox, right? That's where they get their grid from, basically. That would be spring equinox, because they want to correlate everything with spring and Easter and all that stuff. They want to keep it that way. So all the basic their maps are based on, but they missed that 13th. What was that thing when you showed the other day? There was a 13th what
13th
constellation?
month.
No,
Yeah,
the
the
13th
constellation.
constellation. Yeah,
It was the 13th
Exactly.
month, yeah.
Right.
and a constellation.
Yeah,
Like there's a
right.
whole constellation that you guys don't
Missing.
include in your cosmology. Why are you
That's
missing
right.
that?
That's why they need a
And
leap
how are
year.
you not embarrassed by trying to change the definition of what level is? You think
Yeah,
level's
that is
parabolic?
interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
Ever do construction work at all? Ever?
I
That's
think
why.
he's
That's why they need a leap year.
they do. He's probably a Harvard man. What do you think?
What's the problem with the demonstration? Which demonstration is he talking about?
Yeah, we're waiting to see it. I think I've seen your demonstrations online before. They're kind of ad hoc as it goes.
Fallacies are their downfall, dude. Like that's where they
Keep this going for a little while.
No, I'm just gonna play this video right quick. And continue the conversation, Bill. Just bring the model up. We want to see it. We've been asking for a model for a long time. I want a working full model of the globe.
East on a flat Earth, you will fly right into the sun. It will actually pass right over the top of you, which is what you're going to see here in part 2 of chasing the sun around the flat Earth. Enjoy.
For somebody that's here to like learn a new viewpoint, you certainly do have a viewpoint of your own, don't you?
Now notice here, going east, we have the same thing going on with the sun coming at us. See the hot spot underneath it on the clouds? And then see the darkness over here and over here? Look familiar? That's because it works the same way, even with the sun coming at you from the east.
Nothing to see here. What's the problem?
Yeah. Notice how it's turning to the north too. Yeah, but it depends on what season.
Now notice once again, the hot spot of the sun is right here in the middle, right underneath it. And once again, over here on the sides, it's still dark because the sun is right over these clouds, right underneath it. And the sun is going to pass right over your head right here. As you can see, it is right over the top of us at this point. You can see the hot spot right here on the clouds, right in front of us, because it's right over the top of us. And see the darkness back that way? The sun is right above us right here. And that is impossible on a spinning ball.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Wake up, people. You just seen it with your own eyes.
That's a beautiful video, though. I like that one.
Yeah, because it just shows you what it's doing,
Yep.
what it's physically doing. So, what it's doing in the sky is different than you standing on the ground looking at it and having it come towards you, go over you, go away from you. That's where perspective comes in, Phil.
By the way, you don't get a north, east, and a west on a globe, by the way, guys. Sorry, I hate to tell you that. Those are flat Earth directions. The only way you can get it is on a flat Earth. You wouldn't be able to use a compass on a globe. But we went over that, haven't we, already?
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah. We sure have.
Yeah. We just took apart a compass. That's all we did, didn't we?
Yep.
Pretty simple.
Learned what was in it and learned how to put it back together and then thought about it.
Yeah,
That's
just
all
broke
it
it
took.
down for everybody. Yeah, pretty simple. I'll get the ping pong demonstration now. How about that?
If it was a reverse, if you reverse the polarity of the compass and took out the negative and put a plus in it, it should point south. Doesn't.
It's got to be. I mean, I don't know how these guys aren't embarrassed, grown-ass men, and defending the shit they defend.
Well, it's a grade school level of physics, actually.
It's like when you see shit like the hypersonic sled, and we're supposed to be doing 10 times faster than that. Like, dude, didn't that like break your brain? Like,
well, I mean, they modeled it to work in a different medium.
Yeah.
Do that kinds of speeds in this medium here,
medium
at ground level,
doesn't exist. They can't.
and that kind of speed would kill you. You would go instantly unconscious in this medium. Right. Their model works in a place that doesn't have that medium. They can't go anyway, but they've modeled it that way. So that's the trick, is that they say, oh, well, you can do it there because there's no forces against it, but yet they can't explain to you how they stop it, how they steer it when there's no medium.
No, you can't.
How would you get something to push? How would you get something to go in the opposite direction? There's no medium to push against. So that's the problem with all of it. It's just in fantasy.
We're the science deniers,
Well, I mean, it's just common sense on using what they're saying and then figuring out how the hell are they getting this to work when the medium isn't the same.
Well, D-Man, why do you think they call it theoretical physics? It's not real physics.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
theoretical.
Yeah. So, I mean,
so if you classify everything under that,
I know, but I mean, you think about it and then you figure it out and you say, okay, this is totally stupid, because using just common sense and understanding basic things, you would be able to figure that out. Like, how the fuck would they get it to steer or stop or turn or fucking do anything? There's nothing to push against. So none of the normal thinking in this environment works in their imaginary environment either. That's the problem.
Yeah. Now, let's see what Phil has to say about this little video. You ready? The Chinese space station. They're teaching science from the Chinese space station. Look at they have a cleaner looking space station, don't they? Look at this thing.
Oh, shitty walk.
Yeah, they shouldn't fake space. They should stick to making cheap tools.
Yeah.
3 Chinese astronauts aboard the nation's space station are getting ready to teach their first science class from space. Hello there, you're watching The World Today, coming to you live from Beijing. I'm Xiao Yang. Chinese astronauts will be giving a lecture to young students on Earth this afternoon from the nation's space station.
So I have a ping pong ball. I put it into the glass of water. Can you see that?
平衡球并没有
The ping pong ball actually not really coming back to the surface, right?
停留在了水中。
It's inside the water. So that's phenomenon quite different from what you have there on Earth. Because that buoyant force actually seems disappear because there's no gravity here. So we talk about that in the absence of a gravity, there seems like no buoyancy.
I'm Don Pettit. I'm a NASA astronaut. I've flown 3 times to the International Space Station and spent over a year living there.
I do not believe you that you can get a great cup of coffee inside the International Space Station.
Okay, most of the time you are absolutely correct. The standard cup will not work in a weightless environment. You know, the cup that we're all used to drinking.
Wait, I have a stunt cup right here.
Oh, a standard cup like this does not work in a weightless environment. It requires gravity to hold the fluid in the bottom of the cup, and it requires gravity to allow the fluid to flow out when you want to take a sip. A standard cup like this does not work in a weightless environment. It requires gravity to hold the fluid in the bottom of the cup.
It requires gravity to hold the fluid in the bottom of the cup.
It requires gravity to hold the fluid in the bottom of the cup, and it requires gravity
John's
to
wrong.
allow the fluid to flow out when you want to take a sip.
Busted. Now that's really, really funny, and there is no doubt about it. They are both liars, but what's really funny is this lady here says there's no buoyancy in a zero gravity environment, but watch the piece of trash that got into the glass of water. Watch it float back to the top of the water. That's called buoyancy, proving that she's not in a zero gravity environment. Now, I know most of you are saying, but hold on a minute. How is the ping pong ball staying under the water? Well, that's really, really simple because it's not a ping pong ball. It's a little sponge ball. And as she sticks the straw in, that's why she's using this great big old straw to put right over the top of it. And as she pushes it down into the water, all the bubbles, all the oxygen bubbles in the sponge ball go right through the straw. And you never see the bubbles go through there until I zoom in to show you the last little bubble escaping up the straw. Check this out. Let me zoom in a little closer. Okay, now watch this. There it goes, right up into the straw. And then you can still see the last little bubble clinging on to the little sponge ball that didn't make it up the straw. I would suggest that China stick to making cheap tools because they're not really good at faking space.
That was Phil's still over here saying it was an awesome demonstration.
Yeah, it was great.
I know it was.
Just pretend you didn't see those. Just don't pretend you didn't see any of that stuff, Phil. Good job.
Close your eyes, dude.
He likes magic tricks too, I bet, you know.
I know.
That pocket of gravity is pretty good for holding that water in the cup.
And holding the glass on the table.
Yeah, with no container on the top of it at all.
Yeah, with no container at all. That water's not moving.
Yeah.
They did a soft cell demonstration on the NASA side of it, which was really weird. But I'm pretty sure I know how they did that too. But I'll have to break that down. I'll get the video for that. They supposedly made a soft cell that they actually put fluid in after they made it, and it didn't. It stayed in the shape of the cell that it was in. But it's just parabolic types, dude. So you can do the same thing. You don't need to be in a zero G to get that same effect.
I said I have no doubt that they can't go to low Earth orbit.
Oh yeah,
I have no doubt they can't do that. But you're not leaving this place. Sorry.
Yeah. The whole point is that they're not going around the sphere thing. They're just high up.
Yeah, they're just high up floating around.
Yeah.
Apparently, these globe trolls in the crowd here, they need to watch that video that explains how an AE map actually works and how it'll appear to come from the northeast, because they're not considering what north is. North is towards the center. Okay, so if you're coming from the west, it's gonna appear to be coming from the northeast because it's doing a tight circle around the Tropic of Cancer, right? So just like the south, they ask why do you see it come from the south when it never passes the south of Capricorn, right? Well, it's going to appear from the south just because if you understand that circle, right? Its circuit, then it will appear to come from the south, but it's really just straight due east or
I
west.
asked
You know what I'm
Ken
saying?
Yeah, I know.
last time I was on Ken's live stream. I asked Ken which way the sun came from, and it's doing its circuit that it always does. For me,
Yeah.
it's winter here, and at the same time where it's December here, his December it's summertime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but it
There's
does
good
the same
video.
circuit. It's
Yeah.
circulating the north. Yeah.
It's simply just doing different circuits
Right.
of the circle. So my summer would be his winter. So where Ken is, that would be his winter, his cold season.
Well,
For
yeah.
me, if the sun's up high over me, that sunspot is spinning around the north, where I am. Then as it starts to get into the fall, for me, that pattern starts to go bigger and bigger. So now it's moving towards the south. Now
Right.
it's going down. So I mean,
Hence the analema as well.
yeah,
It
I mean,
validates.
Yeah. Well, we get Newton's laws of motion, dude, but that was just a sponge they put in there.
yeah.
That's why it stayed at the level it was at.
Yeah.
Even in a parabolic plate, it would. I can get a sponge to do that here.
Yeah, an absorption sponge, something where it could absorb enough to just sit in the middle of the glass. I could go tomorrow and spend $2 at Dollar Tree and go get.
Yeah. So they did a Dollar Tree experiment.
I mean, it doesn't take much of a brainiac to figure out some of the stupid stuff that they try to push onto stupid people who don't understand any of it anyway.
So he's saying that the ISS and the Chinese space station is still in atmo orbit or whatever, in the atmos, doing a parabolic maneuver. Basically, that's what he just said. That's what he expects. Yeah, I've seen that demonstrated. Yeah, the density tower does separate during a parabolic maneuver. That's no doubt about it.
I mean, I have no doubt that you can't go up high. You can go up high, but you're going to reach a certain point where you can't go any higher, and that's why all the rockets do parabolic curves anyway, because they know they can only go up so high before they smash into something, whatever it is. I don't know if it's.
Well, even NASA said that, right? Remember with the Orion project?
Yeah, I mean, even Operation Fishbowl, and they did
and
tests.
I think too, just like the nature of our electro existence, right? So I think we have to be grounded. If you leave here, you're dead. I think it's a part of the system.
Yeah. I think you can go up so high for so long. I mean, like I said, I don't doubt that they can't send a balloon and float something around up there. I don't doubt that at all. I mean, even really high and go, 200K, easily.
Did Phil read the title of my new channel? This one, the Perspective Rules, and they understand perspective at all? He's still over saying the sun comes up in the south.
It doesn't. It's just perspective, Phil.
Yeah, I know.
What's the next one you're
the
going to throw?
horizon, not over.
Heck.
And why can we not get these? They've already admitted that it's an optical. The horizon's optical, right? Let's figure this out, right?
Yeah.
Is it physical or is it optical? They want to claim there's two different horizons, right? But you can't see the real horizon.
Oh no, they say there's 5 different horizons. I think, don't they?
Yeah. But yet they want to claim that the optical one is physical. Well, make up your fucking mind, dude. If it's
no, because you can go.
It raises with you. When you raise, the observer goes higher. It's always at eye level.
Yeah.
Okay? Proving that it's just optics, right? It's a vanishing point. What a concept! Everything.
What the actual land, really flat spot, or really what the ocean is really doing, is different than what you're optically seeing it.
Right. But how are you not embarrassed to say boats go over this? You already admitted it's optical.
It's a convergence.
But you want to claim that shit's disappearing from the bottom up because it's going over the curve when this isn't optical, or it's optical. Yeah. It's not physical. So
it's an optical. It's an optical point. Raise yourself up and you push that point out further. Lower yourself down and you take that.
And they have to admit that. They have to admit that it's optical. But then the very next breath, they're going to say that some boat disappeared from the bottom up due to going over this optical horizon. Because horizontal, by the way. The word horizon comes from the word horizontal, which, trust me, doesn't mean bow or bend or parabolic, just like you want to redefine level. That's not how it works. You guys should be freaking embarrassed, dude. You're embarrassing to humanity, dude.
I had a Glober the other day tell me that it's all, what was it, to gravity? What's the name of my next stream again?
I saved the link.
The name of your next stream?
Yeah.
It's the stupidest flat earther, baby.
Well, that's Yeah.
Oh. So you're talking about
Yeah, it's
perpendicular to gravity.
perpendicular to what again?
Gravity.
Perpendicular to gravity.
There you go.
Yeah. So
You
we're
got-
perpendicular to gravity at all times. Just remember that.
Well, it depends what side of the globe you're on, right?
Yeah. It changes though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
So
just
JJ,
fucking-
you put the school one in. What was the last one you put in, D man?
Oh, I threw
After
one in there
JJ.
just as a joke so you can grab it and save it on the side. It's Up and Down by Sesame Street. If you
Oh,
get
okay.
if you get anybody that's having difficulties with Up and Down, that
Up and
song
down,
might
yeah.
help them.
I
And with the
threw in
reference to level, up and down.
the
That one.
ITT professor one is the
Oh
last
yeah, we
one
could
I
do
put
that.
in.
Yeah,
It's only like 3.5
we'll save your
minutes.
homeschooling for your week.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. I don't know if these people would appreciate the homeschooling that much.
It's actually kind of amusing for everybody to some degree because it's actually like some type of like a series or a movie. They're like actors, so it's not like I don't know. I feel
I
like
guess.
it's just like a clip out of some movie or something. I don't know, but it is pretty good. We'll watch some other time. But the
Yeah.
ITT shit's more relevant.
Yeah,
The
especially
professor.
with a professor we have in here. Did he graduate from MIT? Nah. My father actually went to MIT for 2 years. Yeah.
Massachusetts, it's a mess. It's in
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
He went there. Oh,
I used to
crap.
go down to
good.
the MIT. They used to have a ham fest down there. I would go down there
Stupid.
during the year.
It's exactly what's expected on an imaginary globe cartoon. It's exactly what we predict on the cartoon, guys.
Oh, it doesn't. He's never been in a plane then.
Dude.
Well, I'm sure Phil's flown somewhere.
Well,
I
he
have.
didn't take any meters with him, like Jaron. He didn't take
No.
any meters with him to show the nosing down the fall, the curvature, and doing any of that.
No, he didn't.
Oh boy.
Flying 700 miles would be 50. Think about taking off at 700 miles. That observation we saw the other day. From 700 miles away, there would be 50 miles of curvature in between those.
That there is a clear parallel.
God, it plays by itself. Sorry.
It's okay. But I mean, think about that. Think about it'd be 50 miles of that would be higher than the ceiling that the plane could fly. Think about how high it would have to climb to get over the 50 miles from that point. Even that doesn't work.
No.
It works if you have unicorns. That's how it works.
They said that the distance between those two, the hump would be 96 Burj Khalifas stacked up on top of each other. 96 of them.
Yeah, but imagine a drop. You're seeing right over it.
I like how everything allegedly works on a globe, but the globe itself can't be fucking proven. So they're presupposing that a globe's even possible. And you're just spinning. You're spinning your wheels, chasing
The
your tail
physicality
your
doesn't work
entire
if you don't
life with
experience
these
any.
You gotta chase
ideologies.
your tail. Yeah.
It's nonsense, man.
Roof.
Try
All
not
right.
being fallacious for once.
Yeah,
Go learn
well,
what fallacies are, Phil, and
Yeah.
then try not to be fallacious once you do that. And
The
then
physicality.
let's see where we end up.
The physicality is where all their stuff ends. That's where everything they say ends. As soon as you get into physicality with it, they can't prove any of it, and they can't observe any of it. They can't, none of it. Period. That just doesn't work. That's why they're stuck, and that's why you're seeing these guys roaming around now a lot.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
they're
they're-
physically stuck. They can't go any further with any of it. Once you get into the physicality, nothing works.
Well, they have a whole
100%
education
have
system
to be
built on that
fallacious.
fallacy, so they got to defend it.
Yep.
They really do. The whole education system is brought up and taught that way, and it changes over time.
And
But they
that's
say
why,
it's discovery.
Weiss was so confident, offering up 3 Bitcoin because it is impossible to prove something that isn't in existence. It's not in the existence. It doesn't.
Well, they
exist.
do the same thing with the other test that the other
You have
guy
to
does,
be-
where he'll give you $1,000 if you could do it without using the globe. And
Yeah.
it's like it's another impossible
It's
proof.
impossible.
You
Yeah.
can't do it
You
that
cannot
way either.
Not be fallacious
Yeah, but-
and defend the globe.
It's just a carrot to put in front of people to go over there so they can make content. That's all it is.
We never got an explanation about chasing the sun from Phil. What'd you think about that video?
Man, you're never gonna get one.
Yeah, he just brought up the Southern Cross after that. So
Well, apparently it looked close enough for him to entertain the idea that it was either under the firmament or within the firmament.
Yeah.
He was asking us what we thought, right?
Yeah, well, it
So
is. It's
apparently that's
described
where
that way in most cosmologies for thousands of years, and nobody actually asked the question.
Yeah, it's not working outside of it. That's for sure.
these people think that we can see infinitely, just because
Mhm.
some medium that they can't prove and some everything they can't prove, but they're going to presuppose it's all real and then tell us that what we're seeing is trillions of light years away and our human eyes are seeing shit that's impossible to begin with and the mathematic possibilities of the sun and the moon being the same size but 400 times farther and 400 times larger. Get a fucking life, dude.
Yeah, I want to see the
It gets
measurements
old.
for their tilt. That's what I want to hear
Like,
next.
how old are you, dude?
Yeah.
Like, can you think for
We-
yourself?
we- yeah. Well, I think we had a debate one point in time where actually McToon was going to prove the tilt of the Earth to one of our proponents, and he didn't succeed. Can you prove the Earth is tilting, Phil? Can
Oh
you show the
boy.
tilt? Yeah. Come
No,
on.
they need the tilt to explain away their
Their
other
model. Yeah.
fallacies. They need one fallacy to make up for the other fallacy, and then they need to
Yeah, but they're
hand
going
dismiss
to
basic perspectives, dude.
fantasy land stuff to
Yes,
try
most
to
of the time.
prove what's underneath their feet when
Yeah.
Mhm.
just prove that it's doing what it's doing when you go along the curve, when you travel over it, when you see long distances. They can't. So
Right.
they have to go to this fantasy land shit that doesn't prove anything that's below your feet. This is
Yeah.
the lock that they're stuck at. So they're
Here's
trying to point people to the sky. That's why I don't
right,
pay any fucking attention
right.
to it.
It's obfuscation.
Stay right here in the fucking ground. Show your shit. Show us going over the curb. Show us
And
the physical angles. Do tests.
they love
Come on.
shifting that burden, because they make the positive claim. They're like, "Oh, well, you say Earth's flat. That's a positive claim."
Yeah, whatever
Well,
the whatever.
not if you go off your default, because all our senses and every observation known to man feels and looks like we're not moving and it's not curved like a
Yeah,
ball.
we're not moving.
Well, in
So
standard
that's our
planar
default.
surveying, how do they measure a curve? Just throw that out there for you right quick. How do you measure a curve? Well, what's the measurement of the curve? How do you determine that you just measured a curve in a survey? There isn't one. You have like a angle when you're measuring to a distance, right? What you have a drop over distance, right? In planar.
All measurements, every measurement you take is going to come back with a lack of curve, meaning flat.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
they
it's
just changed the definition of what level is in that process.
exactly that's where I feel like you should be embarrassed at this
Well,
point.
yeah,
Like
they did that
you're
in the
changing.
1800s, though, with all those geodetic surveying manuals. They automatically put the assumption of sphericity into the calculation, and then
I
they end up with a
feel
bunch of excess because the distances are further than they should be.
I feel like that whole
Yeah.
changing the level definition was pretty recent.
No,
Like
you can find like old geodetic surveying manuals from the 1800s that they actually they
level
say
curves.
level is curved. Yeah.
Oh
But
boy.
that's just the geodetic surveys they did over like certain
Isn't that
land masses. They
oxymoronic?
added a curve into it.
That's
Yeah, but they
oxymoronic.
still have a horizontal reference in all of those measurements. There's still the horizontal plane. Everything has to be measured to.
Yeah, like
Pretty
it's
simple.
23.4 degrees, which leaves how much there, Phil? 66.6. Whoopsie.
Yeah, so
Nothing
you're
to speak of.
they're admitting that we have rotation in the sky. So the sky is rotating. Yeah, we got that. Now show
Yeah.
the Earth rotating.
Never been done.
Go ahead. So if there's rotation in the sky, it's obviously what you're looking at that's in motion. Yeah, at the same speed.
There's no compensation for any artillery fire, battleship guns, anything from World War II, where they were all manually fired. They were firing 20 plus miles and hitting stuff offshore installations by using grid squares. If you've seen grid maps,
Yeah, I know how they work.
I mean, it's just unreal some of the things that they could do. That they would have to be way closer. They'd have to fire it way higher.
Oh, so hold on. Fake lies.
I know,
How
man.
far is
Oh
the
boy.
distances to the stars again? Can you give me a approximation with that? Can you tell me exactly how far you're getting your triangle to?
Here's some
You're
Occam's razor
not.
for you, dude. If curvature existed, then flat earthers wouldn't. Ooh, mic drop.
Yeah. And so why does it? Yeah, see, Lightning's got a good question there. Why doesn't Polaris tilt 23 degrees? It's a direct point above the northern, and the same with the supposed Cygnus on Tantus. It's not even a visible star from where we are. So why does it stay in the same position? Why doesn't it tilt? Oh, I guess they're at that 23 degrees, right?
Oh yeah.
On in their model it said a 0 degree. So
yeah, and all this is from a Big Bang, mind you, just some randomness, you know.
So I want to see the model in action. And I'll be down in Antarctica at the end of this year, so I would love to see a circulating sun above my head at 90 degrees.
Yeah, you're
That's
probably
90,
right. Les is probably right there. There's a more accurate presentation of the star rotation, but I'm not claiming to know anything about the damn sky. You know, I'm just using simple logic here, dude. And that street example is a common hand dismissed, you know, example that they like to hand dismiss, because obviously when it's just as simple as looking down the street, you know. Just like shit disappearing from the bottom up. If you both go stand out in the street and somebody walks away from you, the last thing you're going to see is their head. They didn't walk over the damn curve.
Yeah.
You know,
so I got another question too about the Chinese thing. How come when they release water in the International Space Station, it floats around, but in the Chinese space station, it stays in the meniscus of the glass? How does that happen? That's what Don Pitt was actually pointing out. So they're in
the southern hemisphere of space, though. They're upside down. They're in the other side.
So it's pressing the water to the glass.
Opposite. It's a pocket of gravity over there, dude.
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know, dude. There's no explanation that they were faking that shit. It's like, I got to say that. Let's go to MIT. You ready?
Yeah. It's a short one.
All right, cool.
Well, with gravity, Newton's law of gravity, that the force, which in that case is always attracting, gravity never repels, is the product of two masses. And then you have here the gravitational constant, and again you have the distance square. So there is an enormous parallel between the two. It's a great beauty that electricity acts in a way that is very parallel to the way that gravity works. If you compare electricity with gravity, you will see that electric forces are way more powerful than gravitational forces. If now I compare the electric force with the gravitational force, so I divide one by the other, notice that the d cancels. They both have d squared downstairs. And so you will easily be able to show that this ratio is roughly 10 to the 36. So the electric force is 36 orders of magnitude more potent than the gravitational attraction. This teaches you some respect, perhaps, for 802.
It's going to do it again.
If these were the only forces that acted on the protons, and you bring them in the nucleus, which has a size of only 10 to the minus 12 centimeters, then the acceleration that the proton will experience is the electric force divided by the mass of the proton, F equals ma, basis of 801. And if you take this electric force, when you make d 10 to the minus 12 centimeters, which is 10 to the minus 14 meters, and you calculate this ratio, you will find that it is 26 orders of magnitude higher than the gravitational acceleration on Earth.
26 orders.
Wow.
26 orders of magnitude higher.
Massive.
So you wonder what the hell holds the nucleus together? If there is such a tremendous force on these protons. Well, what is holding them together are the nuclear forces, which we do not fully understand. But thank goodness, the nuclear forces are not part of 802. So I'll leave that alone for now. So what holds our world together? Well, on the nuclear scale, 10 to the minus 12 centimeters, very important are the nuclear forces. On an atomic scale, up to thousands of kilometers, it's really electric forces that hold our world together.
It's really electric forces that hold our world together.
That's pretty nice. So it's nothing to do with gravity whatsoever. Gravity is like a phantom force that it's just like an equation they go lean on for their orbital mechanics.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just hijack, project, and reverse engineer everything to fit around a globe.
Buoyancy, density through the medium.
Yeah.
That simple.
And the displacement in the medium actually will cause other reactions in the medium.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's a simple equation, man. If it's sensor, it's going to go down.
Bill says measuring the curve is simple. You know, you just
I heard,
go to 3 places on Earth. Yeah, well, it's like, yeah, right, dude.
And
you know
measure
that
to a star you can't reach. Yeah.
Right. Well, how do you hand this Miss Kansas being flatter than a pancake, literally? And it's the 7th flattest state. Okay. What is there? No curve just in United States?
You can't have any
curves
flat
everywhere else?
spots on a sphere. Can you?
Well, apparently there's plenty, dude, like all of it. Because like there's literal entire states that are flatter than pancakes.
Well, Phil's been to the Great Plains in Aussie. I know. Well, they probably don't let him travel around as much since the COVID thing. But
yeah, it's
he's had to have gone to the Great Plains of Australia. They're huge, dude. So
It
where
sure
does
is
where does the curve happen there? I don't know.
Yeah. And
We just don't
since
understand big spheres, I guess. That's what it boils down to. And it's all locally measured flat, treated flat, but yet where's a non-local place?
Yeah. Good question.
They're all local. And I'm not going to go here. Earth is like a Home Depot. Hold on.
That didn't make sense. You know, I'd like to rebut his stupid ass shit anyway, because he's claiming that if you put a bunch of them next to each other, right? Well,
yeah, no, I had this conversation with Jared myself.
Concrete or did like liquid level, right? Like if you did a mile of Home Depots, well, guess what? In order to stay level, you're going to have that concrete 8 inches thicker, you know, or how many ever inches of curvature. It's going to be thicker on one side than the other, you know, so it's not the same thickness of concrete all the way through in order to be level. In order to stay level, it's got to be horizontal.
I shut him up real quick with that. Like I said, dude, there are tolerances to concrete. I went on his show with the what do you call it, Speaker's Corner thing. I had a talk with him. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, he's like, he started off with that. You get a mile of Home Depot. It's like, yeah, dude, over a mile, you'll have a tolerance because of the weight of the concrete. There's gonna have to be some give and take. Yeah, the
You'd
weight
have
of
to
it's
go from nothing on the concrete to 8 inches of concrete in order to maintain level in a mile.
Yeah, well, you'd have to the center would be on the lowest point. Then as you go from that center of it, then the foundation would have to be higher and higher and higher and higher until the
So
point.
it'd be nothing in the middle to 4 inches on each end. If
Yeah,
it was a mile,
you'd have to raise up the
slab.
foundations. We were looking,
but that doesn't happen. You can pour a 3-inch slab for a mile,
Yeah, sure, dude, Phil.
and it's going to be level. You know. So.
Well, I mean, if that's the point, if that's the case, then every measurement would be tilted down. It doesn't matter what measurement it would be. It doesn't matter how
you have to go over the
finite.
slope. Yeah.
You would have to start to follow the shape, or you would have to build the foundation up to keep it level.
Exactly.
So the foundations would get higher over distance.
Yeah, I did a video. Well, I didn't do a video. I watched a video in San Francisco. They were showing an old video. I was looking at something completely unrelated. It was about drag racing, and they were showing a video in. They were showing a part of the video showed them in the early days doing it, going down those giant hills they have in San Francisco. You know the giant hills they have, and you should see the angle of the foundations that they have to maintain to build a house to the next house to the next house to the next house. It was like stairs, like giant stairs, and the foundation had to come out where the left side of the house, you know, the car's driving down the street, the guy's looking out the left-hand window. The foundation, the left side part of the house was literally touching the ground. And the foundation had to come out so far straight out that the other right side of the house, when you're going by it and looking at it, the foundation was gigantic, super high, because you're compensating for the angle of the ground below you. So every measurement you would take from the center would start to tilt down, or you would have to build up the sides. It's that simple.
Yeah, Phil's not here to learn; he's here to teach. He doesn't want to take anybody else's perspective.
Thanks.
I thought you were glad to be here to see somebody else's perspective on
It
life.
would be the same if you were driving over it. The nose of the car would start to angle down. Your body's orientation would tilt with the vehicle itself that you're sitting in, because you're in fixed position. That means as you go over the hill, the front of the car drops down. As you drive up the hill, the front of the car tilts up. Same thing if you were looking at the object as it was going away from you. If the ass end of the car started to come up, you would see the tilt as it would drive away from you. It doesn't do that. It keeps its orientation optically. So it's not like it's tilting down. It's not doing that. It's simply disappearing from the bottom because of that perspective. You're looking at it, plus that shit layer of anything, especially over hot top. It gets that grazy, hazy nastiness over the top of it. And lift yourself up and you'll push that convergence point further away. Tilt yourself down and that convergence point comes close. You lose things optically.
What a concept, D-Man.
I know, it's huge.
I mean, thank God Phil's here to teach me. I'm so glad he's here.
Yeah, I'm just telling them that they're out there saying the stars rotate. Yeah, stars do rotate. Yeah.
They do.
And not
we
the Earth.
don't rotate with them, and we're not moving.
Even some of the greatest theoretical physicists can't really prove that, and they spent decades trying to disprove ether to start with.
Otherwise, every antenna that you ever seen would be leaned and tilted over because of the spin. Every radio tower that you've ever seen in your life would have more guy wires on one side because of the force.
To the rotation.
Same thing with every every high rise, every super hotel, every one side of it would have to be built tougher to deal with the force itself from the spin. Yeah. You don't see that. I could go to any city hall and pull up the plans of any building in any town, and you'll clearly see that they didn't build one side heavier than they did the other, or more strong to compensate for something spinning and the centrifugal force.
We would notice that in flights too, especially with directions.
Yeah, you'd be going slower in one direction, and the further out from the center you would go, the hotter it would be.
Even if you were getting pulled to the center of a presupposed sphere, you definitely notice a difference.
Yeah. I mean, even landing. Think about landing at that point, because now the speeds are increased. Mm-hmm. Plus the wind speed. Don't they say that the air actually drags with it, so that even the wind speed.
Oh yes,
you would see planes crashing constantly. You'd be constantly on the TV.
Talk about having your cake and eating it too. They want to claim that the atmosphere is completely stuck to the spinning ball, but yet clouds and
when they say it was 1,000 miles an hour, as far
everything
as
debunks it. Whether it be shooting cannonballs in the air straight up, or a smokestack, or flying a kite, or a cloud going any direction. It's embarrassing, man.
JJ, I looked up a ship one day. The New York was an old battleship from World War II, because of some stat stuff that I was looking up, just talking with a friend who was big time into this stuff. And we were talking about how far those things can shoot, can shoot cannon shot, can shoot those giant projectiles. And I told him, I said, don't you know that those things go like 20 plus miles? They could shoot 20 miles with those things. And he was like, no way. So I went and looked the stats up. It's like 23 miles. They could shoot a freaking cannon shot out of a battleship out of the New York.
Right.
Insane. Think about the angle.
Right. I thought about something. If the stars are actually rotating and you're using those for actual markers for longitude and latitude during equinoxes and such like, what they're doing with that is if they're using the stars to actually mark a place on those longitude and latitudes, if those stars are in motion, you're using those for a reference. Say you're out at night on a ship and you're shooting, you could actually reference the star, but it's in motion. That's the only thing you would actually account for.
Well, because of the line that they do.
Yeah.
So that when you think about it, are they all spinning in the same? They're all spinning in the same direction, right? They're also spinning the same line all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so it never changes, even though as it loops around and you see it the next night, it goes
Yeah.
right into the same loop. You could literally take the same video and overlay it over the video from the
So
day before.
it's just a mark. That's all that is.
Yeah.
It's just tink. That's it. It has nothing
Maybe
to do
they
with
figured out the
physicality.
spacing. Maybe they figured the spacing out in between in between the stars themselves and figured out that okay, from that center point and said, okay, I'm out this far. I'm out.
Yeah,
Maybe they,
that's what those atlases are for.
yeah.
Yeah. But they're using a global grid to start with. Yeah.
These guys are
But
so ridiculous.
it's a flat Cartesian grid,
Oh boy.
regardless of whatever. That's why they put them on the Mercator as an azimuth, or
Yeah.
not an azimuth, as a map. That's why the big Mercator, the big rollout,
Yeah.
and that's why Antarctica is so freaking huge on that thing, dude. Why do they have to project Antarctica so large? That's really my question.
Because that's part of the lie of the ball. It
Yeah.
has to have a top and it has to have a bottom, but nothing physically shows you going over that curvature from top to bottom. You don't experience your body tilting. You don't experience your body tilting back or tilting forward to follow the shape. And I've talked to people from Australia. They're not upside down. Okay.
No, and
Standing in the same orientation.
Carl said he's got people in New Zealand he's talked to that actually coordinate the sunset in its furthest circuit. It actually goes north, like it sets to the north,
Yeah.
northwest. Sorry, yeah. So you do get that effect. Depends on how lower you are in longitude and latitude.
Yeah.
So why is Jenna
Out.
saying that
There you
Gene
go.
edited is the flat Earth captain?
Who is?
Is that a joke?
I don't know. Who is?
Jenna Tolworth says.
No, that's a troll. That's what that is. I think.
I don't know.
No, she's not a troll. Where's Jen? Who's Jenna edited?
Gene.
Gene. Okay,
And
that's
what
right.
dude it's on
Where's
videos all
Gene
the time.
edited?
I don't know who's Gene.
He's the one that got all butthurt when Dave Weiss got in there because he's defending Dave, and Dave said, I like to trust people, and I trust Gene. And that's
I don't even know. Oh, yeah. I heard him
Okay, I
talking
got
about
you.
him,
Yeah.
Gene. I don't know who
Yeah.
he is. I've never
I
seen
have
him.
no idea.
Yeah.
I don't think Gene's subscribed to my channel, Jenna.
That's one of his
I've never
buddies.
seen her.
Yeah,
She
you'll
might
never
be
you'll
just-
never see any guys that have to do with anything with Dave that has to do anything with Dave on any of our channels. Dave's even said that he doesn't give two shits about anybody's channel because he doesn't watch anybody's channel anyway. He has people who go around the internet and fucking pick shit out only if they're talking about him. So he doesn't pay any attention to anybody's channel. He doesn't know what anybody's doing at any point in time from anybody. just if they're only talking about him because he has people that go around the internet and
Phil.
scrub everybody's channels for.
I want to ask Phil a question right quick. Post a video of this happening, dude. I want to see it. If you keeps asking the same question, so I want to see this happening. You got a video of it. Obviously, you're going to sit here and keep telling me this instead of just. How about let's do show and tell, and we'll look at it and we'll tell you why. And you got to give me a longitude and latitude where this is taken from too. I got to know where you are in perspective to the star you're talking about, the Southern Cross. I just want him to shut up about it, either that or put up. That's all I had. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys.
No, it's okay. I got to get going in a little while.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours and 14 minutes. I think I'll do another little short video. Anybody got one in the back at all?
I don't know. I just threw that ending.
The ending song.
Yeah. Hold on.
What was it? Oh yeah, that one ending song you gave me. That last
Mad
one.
Season.
Yeah, I did get a strike for that last one.
Which one?
What was the last one you gave me? The song. It was an offbeat song, but it's copyright.
Oh yeah, friggin' what's his name? Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, I got copyright for that.
Check it out.
Only 3 minutes.
Yeah, I had trimmed it out.
Do JJ's homeschool, and then we'll end it.
Yeah, it's only 3
Okay.
minutes.
Yeah. Okay, that works.
It's a short one, and then we'll just do a song. I did the song's Mad Season.
I've heard that Mad Season.
Yeah, River of the Sea.
Yeah.
No, it's Lane Staley
Staley,
after Alice in Chains, but it's not the official either, so it shouldn't be an issue.
That was a flat out truth, I think, wasn't it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it
sure.
is actually.
Cool.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. It is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do something for the Aussie guys, I can play something from the Aussie land.
Yeah, you got some Aussie stuff you can toss at them.
Oh, I love it. I love old Aussie stuff. Hold on.
Go for it.
I love old Aussie rock.
Yeah.
Do JJ's video and then I'll that's going, I'll find it.
It's ready to go. I'm gonna play it.
All right.
Hit that play button. I got a lot of videos open. Public versus homeschool. Nice.
Harper and I have been talking. The kids need structure, stability. They need to go to a real school so they can get real jobs.
You're gonna get them killed.
Well, there you go.
Sorry, but your kids are without a mother now. I don't think you have any idea what you're doing to them.
I'm saving their lives. That's what I'm doing.
You sound so ridiculous.
Is knowing how to set a broken bone or how to treat a severe burn ridiculous? Knowing how to navigate by the stars in total darkness, that's ridiculous? How to identify edible plants, how to make clothes from animal skins, how to survive in the forest with nothing but a knife, that's ridiculous to you?
Jesus.
They have the cardiovascular and muscular endurance levels of elite athletes.
Who cares? They're children. They need to go to school. They need to learn about the world.
Justin! Jackson! Would you please come down here for a second?
What?
How old are you now, Jackson?
13?
Can you tell me what the Bill of Rights is?
What something costs, I guess.
It's a good guess. Justin, you're in high school?
Yeah.
Do you like your school?
It's whatever.
Do you know what the Bill of Rights is?
It's a government thing, right? Like rights that people have in America and stuff.
Yep. Hey, Saja?
Yes?
Would you please come down here a moment, sweetie? I wanted to ask you a quick question. Saja just turned 8, by the way. The Bill of Rights.
Amendment 1. Congress should make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of...
Stop. Regurgitating memorized amendments isn't what I'm asking for. Just tell me something about it in your own words.
Without the Bill of Rights, we'd be more like China. Here, at least, we don't have warrantless searches. We have free speech. Citizens are protected from cruel and unusual punishments.
That's enough.
Are protected.
Wait a minute. Saja, how would you characterize the 2010 Supreme Court decision on Citizens United?
Corporations have the same rights as people, so there's no spending limit on candidates. Which means a country is ruled by corporations, and their lobbies do fund candidates and command their fealty by demanding...
Jesus Christ. You made your point. We get it. It's very impressive. All of you.
That is funny. So public school kids have no opinions.
It's for like selling stuff, you know, the Bill of Rights.
Yeah, yeah.
You sell stuff.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering about the Southern Cross now. I'm just wondering how that proves the globe.
It doesn't, man.
I know.
You know, it's just ridiculous. Like, obviously, the moon does the same thing, right? Like, it's all observer perspective, right?
Yeah.
It's just an old Crosby, Stills and Nash song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Broken record, man.
Well, he's going to keep touting it because he's a good Boy Scout. All right. Boy, dude, if you knew how to do mapping, you can use the stars as references, but you can't get distances. You can't. they can't find your position necessarily. They don't use celestial navigation for that very reason. It's hard to do.
Well, at least we could say Professor avoided the broom. His buddy didn't get so
No.
lucky.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah,
With the
too
liar,
bad.
whatever his name was.
I don't know.
I can't remember. There's one of the sock accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once we kicked him the first time, he came right back, obviously, proving
Yeah, I
that
saw.
he's one of those guys. But
Yeah.
he wasn't too bad, but eventually you get pushy.
I tell you, it doesn't keep me up
arrogant.
at night thinking about the Southern Cross. So.
Nah, not at
I can
all.
ask Flats what the Southern Cross does because he can see it from where he's at.
Yeah.
They can see it from what, South Africa. You can see it from South America. You can see it from where else?
Uh-oh.
It must be pretty high.
We're
if
going to
you can
be
see it from all those locations.
the next 24-hour sun cycle. We'll collaborate some stuff with a bunch of people and have everybody take video of
Well, we're
sun
here
doing its
right here.
thing. That's all.
We can do it. Yeah. We could if we can get a hold of some people that are down at the South Pole. That would be cool.
Yeah, we got connections down. So I mean, we could get people at the tip of South America and Australia. We could very easily map what the sun's doing.
Yeah, we want to see that do that circle, that up and down circle around the southern pole at the equinox. That's
We
what I
have
want.
connections with enough people that we can take a few thousand photos and show you exactly what it's doing and at what time and figure out the distances in between. It'd be very simple. And obviously, it's not down there just spinning over their head.
Mm-hmm. Well, we figured out the azimuth. Like the Gleason's is a little off in the south. I think it's off an hour or so in a couple of places. But that thing's so distorted. And Australia is like almost, I'd say it's almost twice the size it actually is.
Used to be bigger.
Oh, how did it happen?
Water levels raised.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Whole parts of Japan on the coast. Japan had a lot more land. I think at some points the water's raised because there's all kinds of stuff that they found on the on the shorelines that were whole towns, whole stuff, just stuff that didn't sink into the ocean. It just the water level came up and people abandoned it. Stuff underneath the water, all kinds of crap.
I want to ask him one more question. If the how do you know the Southern Cross is not the same direction during the daytime? Can you see the Southern Cross turn upside down at night?
Yeah, and I thought there was no such thing as up or down.
Oh, and I'm just wondering, like, how do you see the star, the constellation, the Southern Crux,
during the
in
day.
the daytime? Yeah,
right. To compare it to being upside down to the day, or what?
Well, they modeled it up right side up in the daytime, so when you see it at night, it turns upside down. It's in a rotation, I guess. I think I've asked Phil this question before. We're getting tired of this, dude.
Yeah, and that proves water bending.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. I mean, it proves it. I guess they can see the Southern Crux during the daytime somehow or another.
Well, JJ, if you took angle data from a plane, once the plane gets up to the elevation and flies flat, you'd get the same angle data if you were on the ocean in a giant ocean liner and taking a cruise.
Right.
The angle data wouldn't be any different, and that tells you right there it's flat on the ocean and it's flat over the surface.
The gyroscope
That's
proves
simple.
just that as well.
If that was the case, you would be on the ship. You'd be also tilting, and your angle of your body would change. How would you even stand on the ship? But I understand their model is that everything points in towards the ground, but there's your orientation of your body never changes physically, so we're not following that shape. We're simply going around in a circle if you want.
That's probably just another same guy.
We got another guy claiming that the Earth rotates again in chat.
Yeah, it doesn't rotate.
I bet that's the same dude. Who just
go and talk to go and watch a trillion videos on talking to pilots. Go and read some artillery manuals.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot more you can do than that. Yeah. Well, didn't they use interferometry to actually prove that it's not in motion?
I mean, it's just not in motion, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But those are kind of quasi experiments that it's just basically what light does and what it's supposed to do, and if the ether were in motion, it would have like a motion in its measurement, but it's a straight shot. The light didn't move because of the rotation of the Earth, so it would move due to the rotation of the Earth.
I mean, just the shape itself. We we covered the sun ray, the how the sun looks on flat versus a curved. That doesn't match.
Nope.
I mean, we could just go on and on and on about the physicality possibilities, the stuff that they're trying to push. It
Yeah.
just
The-
doesn't happen physically. Sorry, man.
The one cap in our hat would be show that the model is wrong and at the 90th parallel in Antarctica. That would actually look good. At the end of the story, we don't have to argue about it anymore. They have to have that in their model.
Yeah, I mean, they have to have the whole thing, otherwise none of it works. That's why they avoid the physicality of it. They avoid it because once you get to the physicality, you experience none of those changes in going over the shape. You experience none of those changes in force. You experience none of those changes in flying on a ship, long distance plane. You don't experience any of it. You don't see any of it. You know, even you just sitting in the plane and looking out, you would see the physical changes of the ground that you're traveling over, and you don't see that either. You would see it in buildings tilting away from you as they were built at a different angle. It's just we could go on and on and on with this. The physicality fucks everything they say, and that's it.
I've heard this album before.
Yet they were the ones that made the positive claim in the first place that has never been met.
That's
never.
JJ. That's why they steer people towards looking at the sky. That don't do fucking jack shit. This isn't about the fucking. This isn't about flat sky.
And then they want to act like they're 15 and pretend like, oh, we're just a like an echo chamber, and they can't even have a different opinion without us kicking them out. Well,
No, I'm not
to
going
be
to kick
honest,
anybody.
well, I'll
no.
kick them out, but it's being
Yeah,
honest.
JJ don't care.
I don't, because this is like 10 years.
Only if it gets abusive. Once people get abusive in the chat, you're gone. If you spam, you're gone.
Well,
We
how
have certain
many years
rules.
are you gonna, go over the same thing? Like
How many
tomorrow,
years have we? How many years have we been
he'll go over
talking
the
to
same
Luca?
Oh,
Yeah.
God help
We've
me.
never
Big
kicked
soul,
Luca.
Oh, PJ's kicked him.
I know, I know. But I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like, I don't have a problem with those guys believing what they believe. I just don't think they understand the physical parts of it.
I don't mind what they believe. It's their intentions, their lack of reality, right? Like they project everything on us, like we're dumb or we're this, we're that.
Yeah,
we're
it
dealing
becomes
with some
abusive.
nonsense.
Becomes
And
abusive.
it's just like, that was fine for the first 5 years, first
It's like
8 years.
psychological abuse.
But nobody's learning here. We're not going to learn tomorrow. He's not going to educate us. We're going to be like, oh, thank God you were
Yeah.
persistent, because now we get it. That's never going to happen. You're wasting your time, and you're preaching to a choir.
So he's claiming that somebody in Cape Town and someone in Perth can see the Southern Cross at the same time. And
I mean,
Hey,
we showed
Phil,
an observation yesterday for 700 miles.
It's almost 2026, and there's zero scientific evidence to prove curvature or rotation of our Earth. So get over yourself, dude. So either prove it or shut the hell up. We don't care about your sky observations or your final experiment, hoaxes.
Yeah, but he's not going to prove it.
I got a question for him though. Like, how high is the Southern Cross?
It's all fallacious if he has an answer.
Yeah, he doesn't have an
Intellectually
answer.
honest, and if he does, he's fallacious. So, he claims that he can tell you what gravity is, dude. Then you're a genius, bro. Congratulations. Where's your Nobel Prize, man? Because nobody else can do it, and here we are. Like I said, if they had scientific evidence to support their damn burden of proof, then we wouldn't have flat earthers that existed in 2026, bro.
Yeah.
Do
Well,
the
they're flat earthers way before that.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, here we are in modern times, and we still can't be proven wrong. You don't find that a problem, or like some type of, is that coincidence? Are you just a coincidence theorist? Do you not
but I
know?
mean, wouldn't your field of view increase at the height of what you're looking at? You know what I'm saying? So if it was high enough in the sky, you could see it from several different locations, correct? It'd be easier to see. So,
Well,
I mean, they don't give you a distance though they give you incredible distances that you can't even measure. Let's give you that much.
Yeah, anybody that's going to point to the sky is just obfuscating. If they want to prove a globe, then stick to the ground.
Point to the ground. To prove that in physical. Show us.
And they can't. That's why we're here.
That's why I said they're
wheels.
completely
That's
stuck.
Why
They
10
can't
years
go.
from now, if we allow it, we'll be in the same conversation.
Yeah, I know.
Same exact conversation.
Well, that's what they want to keep going. Yeah.
Well,
they just want to get nowhere, because
JJ, at some point they're going to realize, and I think the big ones realize it now, that they're stuck. They can't go any further with it. That's why they now have to start going to fantasy land.
You think
And
grown ass men would finally awaken themselves? You know,
they
like
they have
let's
a
be
they
intellectually honest. This guy claims to be a professor for crying out loud.
they
Claims
have
to
a
be
hard on. They have a hard on for
intellectually
space.
honest. You know,
They,
let's
they
have
have
Dick
a
Wayne's
hard
here.
on.
Hey, Dick. Yeah.
They have a hard on, like a romanticism for space. That some people just that's their thing, man. I'm
I would
serious.
love if Phil taught us about fallacies. Okay, why don't he steel man what fallacies are? And then once I know that he understands fallacies, don't use fallacies when you go to your stupid globe fucking nonsensical bullshit. And you can't.
I'm gonna call you
You have
JJ
to be
Bruce.
fallacious.
And JJ
Bruce gets it,
JJ
bro.
McGuire.
Bruce JJ.
Because he's logical, dude, and he analyzes it from a non-biased perspective, and
Yeah.
he calls out the fallacies regardless of where they're coming from. And the minute you're fallacious, that's when you lose the argument, dude. Just shut up after that because you're not being honest, dude. You're being fallacious. So
Yeah.
your argument's moot,
Yeah.
right? It's
Oh,
simple. Just
I
keep it
got it.
simple.
Yeah, but I mean, they can't even do their math correctly with the so-called luminaries the way they described them originally, with their gases collapsing. They had to have Einstein come in and make it a reference frame. It's
Oh boy.
it doesn't really move in that reference frame. Nothing does. It's in a fabric of space time, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all fucking fantasy land shit. That's why I say is
Brought to you
stick to
by
the ground.
Acme. You know,
Stick to the ground. These guys should just say, not a problem. We're going to get in every vehicle, travel everywhere. We're going to go everywhere with all the money and all the shit that they try to get people onto their channels. Why don't they just take a long flight and bring some cheap Amazon angle meters and show me that it's tilting down at the degree they say? And you can't, because that's the end of it. Once the physicality gets into it,
yeah,
they're
so
done. Everything they
see if
say
Phil
done, and
will
it's mute.
see if Phil will take me up on that and teach us steel man to us next time you come here. Steel man to us and tell us what fallacies are and how they apply to debates. And I just want
Well,
to understand that this guy
what some of these
understands that.
fools are actually stating here just has to do with cartography. It has nothing to do with it's still a Cartesian grid. Any way you slice it, it's still flat grid. That's the way they map things.
They're
They
stuck.
don't. Yeah,
They
I know.
can't get out of it.
The fly
They're
paper.
stuck. It's as
And
far as they can go, man.
This huge domes over their head, actually, and they can't see it.
I can't say that I know what's in the sky. I can't say what it's composed of. I don't. My experience is limited on that.
Well,
But
nobody's ever been there, dude.
yeah,
I'm gonna
so
say
I
right
mean,
now.
How dumb can you be to think that maps are a spherical map that's flattened out? Like that is.
Where's the spherical map at, anyways?
well,
I want to see
no,
one
it
of
was
those.
flattened out first, and those lines didn't change.
You know
They
how it
kept
was built?
straight out
It's
from the north.
ridiculous. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
They remapped those. They made it so that's a different shape, and then took those lines and then pulled them back in so they could create the shape.
Think about
So
how dumb that is. A spherical map. No maps are spherical, dude.
Yeah, I was wondering what he's talking about.
I
Still,
never
like,
had a spherical map, dude.
yeah.
Much love, Vicky. Good to see you.
Hi, Vicky. Good morning.
So within 24 hours, it'll go around the southern point in the sky. That's wonderful, Phil. That's beautiful.
Just make sure you're always turning left or right.
Yeah, you're going east to west in that direction.
Otherwise, you're going to run into the 60 degree line, and they'll stop you. I'll kill you.
Hey, so I wonder what they're going to do with me when I get to the 90th. They don't want me to go. Let's play this match season. I don't think we got time to look up anything else. Hope I don't get it.
I got to get out of this chair. My back's starting to hurt.
I hear you, bro. All right. Well, good night, guys. Have this argument on your own. You guys can go over to Discord and debate it, and we'll go record you. Yeah.
Learn those fallacies, Phil. I want to see progress with the fallacy learning.
Oh yeah, me too.
Till next time.
Let's apply it too. By the way,
JJ, thank God Phil was here.
I know.
Yeah.
We'd have been lost without him. He got us out of the bush.
Phil, thank you so much.
I like him to some degree until you see him go talk his smack somewhere else.
Like and subscribe, Phil.
They like to play two-faced.
Like, subscribe, and comment.
No, he's already subscribed. They got to keep an eye on us. It's like Bob the Science Guy. He runs a Flat Earth channel, believe it or not. It's really weird.
Come back now, Chiquetta.
Yeah, you ever spent time over as Zetetic?
I've seen some stuff. Didn't JJ? You just put something from Zetetic up, didn't you?
Well, no, I'm talking about like not that guy. This guy's completely different.
Totally different.
All right.
He's talking about the Rising Earth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dell.
Not Dell. No, this is a guy who goes by Zetetic Warrior.
Yeah, Nazi's butt buddy.
Yeah. He's a melodramatic queen, dude. He really is. You watch his streams, God Almighty.
Oh yeah.
I might have to
Reminds
start
me of
watching it.
like a Tim Tool kind of guy, like a Tim.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of him, just the way he presents.
Yeah, he claims that there's definitely a 24-hour sun in the Zetetic model.
Of course.
I want to see it. I want to. They all claim this stuff.
Yeah, when's he going?
I don't know. He's never going, dude. He ain't going nowhere.
I haven't heard this song.
They sure like to. It's all by design, but they sure like to poison the well, muddy those waters. Like it's just more and more division.
Well, it's to overcomplicate it and make it so that
Exactly.
people will just say, "Oh, wow, that's so technical." Here, let me
The
just
truth of
okay.
the matter
must be
about
good.
the Southern Sun, dude, is they got caught faking it on multiple occasions. You would never have to fake something that actually happened every year, like in the North, how it happens. But you know what's even stranger? I don't know if you've seen that video of Vlad's, but they got Neil deGrasse Tyson showing some other dude the 24-hour sun in the North, but he's using Duffy's fake footage from the South to show the footage in the North. How does that make sense?
They don't. They just make up anything they want.
What is going on?
It
exists in the North, but they're using fake footage from the South to it makes no sense. I don't know, man. These guys
Don't
are
get
crazy.
I don't get it. Don't get it. Well, I guess the people they're showing this stuff aren't really asking the hard questions. Is that real? Yeah. All right. Night, guys. Thanks for stopping in.
Man.
I haven't heard this song in a long time, like 15 years. It was good listening.
River
to it.
of the Seed. Yeah, that's a good name. Yeah.
Have a good one, guys. Take care, everybody in chat. Thanks for coming.
Much love, everyone.
All right. Bye, guys.
My pain is self-chosen, at least so the prophet says. I could either burn or cut off my pride and buy some time. A head full of lies is the weight tied to my waist. The river of deceit pulls down. The only direction we flow is down, down, oh down, down, oh down, down, oh down, down, oh down. My pain
chosen. At least I believe it to be. I could either drown or pull off my skin and swim to shore. Now I can grow a beautiful shell for all to see. The river of deceit flows down. Yeah. The only direction we flow is down. Down, oh down. Down, oh down. Down, oh down. Down, oh down. The pain is self-chosen. Yeah. Our pain is self-chosen. Down, oh down. Down, oh down. Down, oh down. Down, oh down.
That's a great song, guys. Good choice, D-Man.
Yeah, gotta hear me some Mad Season once in a while.
Yeah, he did this with Alice in Chains too. I remember. I think they did it on one of their albums.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it was a River of yeah, it was River of Deceit, but they did that other one too. Oh man, the other song that they did too that was really good.
Damn, JJ beat me to the damn point. Nothing goes below the
I
horizon.
love anything Lane Staley. Anything Lane Staley did was good. It didn't matter what it was.
Yeah, he did a good job, man. He had a great voice, and he could fluctuate that stuff.
Alice in Chains was a great band. It's about one of the old, with a couple of other choices. I could listen to anything from Alice in Chains and never advance the track. Just listen to the whole thing. I don't even.
Some of their songs get biblical, dude, like the flood.
Yeah.
They sing about a lot of.
A lot of it is just his pain crap, because he's all fucked up on drugs. I'm sure.
Yeah, age.
But I mean,
Well,
it's got a lot of it's got a lot of little things to it that you can pick out. I don't know. I like Mad Season and Alice in Chains. Some of my favorite stuff. Thanks, man.
Yeah, it was wonderful. I'm gonna end it.